Press it. Press it good.
And I believe we are live.
Wonderful. So who all remembers what happened last time?
Cedric's past started to catch up with him, I know that much.
No, oh god, oh no.
You see, I know I took notes. So,
We
what I wrote down.
went somewhere. We went back
We're going to
Lavenia?
Lavenia, right?
We're heading
No,
that
wait,
way.
we're stopping by the original town, but we're heading to
Oh, that's right.
We're at Thalorn right now.
Did we not get on the road from Thalorn?
No.
Okay.
No, you got...
Yeah, we haven't left yet.
Yeah, you guys picked up the merchant from Thalorn, hitched a ride with him, ended up being a pretty safe journey. Fairly uneventful, minus one odd encounter that that Clem and to a lesser extent Edma had with a dryad, question mark? Unsure. Anyway, Clem just decided to invite her to her place over in Faros to practice magic, so no worries there. Other than that, you guys got to Thalorn. Davi immediately started banging on everyone's doors trying to find the leather worker. Got pulled aside by a very stressed out Jag, the guard captain, who is doubling as the mayor at the moment. You and Edma kinda had to rein him in as you were dropped off, as he was dropped off to you two, to which he got on some tangent about something being inside the guard captain's horse, and nearly went off on another spasm, except you two literally tackled him. Other than that, Edma dropped some supplies off with Mox, also stopped by to let him see the crystal, at which point informed him one of the bits that slipped Clem's mind, which is that the crystal seems to just perpetuate, possibly through dust. Possibly ingesting dust as well is one way to do it. So he decided not to have a look for fear of, crystallizing literally anybody, including himself. Edma decided to go to the blacksmith after that. Clem took a stop down at the mayor's house to drop off some food, have a talk, then decided to join up with Edma. Cedric, you're watching Davi outside the general store, as he is sat down and making some necklaces. He's also wearing your cloak, and you're wearing his.
I think I tried to wear his cloak and switched to Edma's.
Yeah, you quickly figured out that Davi's cloak is not built for normal people's shoulders. Yes. So it wasn't really covering much. Thankfully, Edma had some spare robes on her that she could spare.
I looted one of the dead cultists for there.
Zessie, much like her player, was out cold pretty much the entire time you were in Thalorn. So she's just been dangling off of Edma's shoulder this whole time.
Require 10 cc's of caffeine.
No,
10 cc's of caffeine, put it in, and run the tubes wide open.
I need caffeine today too.
Tyler, is Tyler quiet for anyone else?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize he was saying it.
Tyler, you're very quiet.
He is very quiet. I didn't realize he was talking.
I'm here.
Yeah,
You sound like you're a really shrunk down person.
Can you adjust your volume settings?
How's that?
That's a lot better.
You sound much clearer.
Oh well.
It's at 75% now.
That's better.
That's pretty good.
Could probably get away with bumping it up a little more.
Hey,
Fair enough.
that's 90.
That's good.
Yeah. I guess we'll leave it there for now. And that's roughly where we left off. Everyone was kind of splitting up in town. you guys said you wanted to head for La Fair, which would take you through Lavinia using the main roads.
Yes.
It wasn't clear if you guys planned to stay the night here or just wrap up some errands and then go. So I will leave that up to you. Well, since RJ has decided to go do something else at the moment, why don't we start with the blacksmithing gang?
Alright.
So, Alice, Clem, and I will
Edmund Clem.
allow Tyler to decide if Zeshi has even begun to wake up yet. Wake up.
We'll hold off on that for now.
Okay.
We're starting with them.
Yes.
No. I'm just go ahead.
No? Okay. Yeah, you two know where the blacksmith shop is.
Yeah.
You've been there previously. There is a light on when you get there, so there does appear to be someone inside. There is still plenty of noise going on.
I'm going to keep walking.
Also a reminder, it's like 8 p.m., give or take.
Alright.
It is evening.
Do we start in La Fair?
No, you haven't even come close. You haven't even left for Lefaria. You're in Thalorn.
We're in Thalon. We did start in Thalon.
Yeah, you are planning to head to Lefair, which takes you through the city of Lavinia on the main road.
Mm-hmm.
You stopped off at Thalon to, 1, drop the general store owner off, and 2, everyone had some errands to run. Okay, inside, Glass is at his forge, and he has a younger-looking tiefling, maybe a little bit younger than you guys, female, with him, assisting him in pulling out a longsword and dipping it in oil. Flames shooting off of it as it enters.
I'm gonna wait for a moment where it feels like it wouldn't be dangerous to ensure that this works. What?
Give you a plate. Yeah, we're gonna.
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna approach him.
Okay, yeah, he sets down the sword on the anvil, looks up at the 3, 2.5, we'll say, of you.
Thank you for getting it. Yeah. I'm going to take out the crystal tusk and ask, do you think this could be made into a sword?
He'll grab it and look at it. A sword, huh?
Yes, one like the one I currently. Well,
I could... looks like there's just enough here to fashion into a short sword. What kind of crystal is this? I haven't seen it before.
It's a unique one. It was made in a forest that we had to destroy.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Anything I should know about this crystal before I start working on it?
Yeah, be careful not to ingest anything.
Don't eat it.
Don't eat the sword.
Wasn't planning on it. Alright, so a short sword is good enough. Then, I could also do a dagger. Could make a nice spearhead.
I'll take out the antlers and nose thing that I had from the lizard thing. And I'll ask if you could you use these in the hilt to make it longer?
In the hilt, certainly. Not in the hand. Oh, I could use the antlers in the handle.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Now, is there anything I could do to assist you? Because I don't have much in terms of funds.
He's gonna look you up and down. Well, I'm gonna take helping around the shop off the table. You don't seem like a forge kind of girl.
No, not quite.
Question. Am I there with them or somewhere else?
No, you're sitting in front of the general store. Davi's making those necklaces you got the supplies for, and Cedric's standing next to you, keeping an eye on you.
Alright.
Eye on you. He's with you. Let me check something here. Where's that photo? Really should have transferred this note to paper, but we're just gonna, show my embarrassment to all 2 of our watchers. There it is. Keep your notes in one place, kids. Keep your notes in one place, not across multiple devices.
Are you
my
kidding
God.
me? I've got notes on my phone. I've got notes in Google Drive. I've got notes I've written down. I've got notes I've written down on Post-it notes.
I have notes on my phone and then my notebook. And that's it.
You guys are all fucking poser. I keep my notes etched into my skin.
That sounds
Well,
great.
You're
I
gonna
don't
run out
have
of
as much
space.
skin as you do, so I'm already at a disadvantage.
I guess you can't be a Sigma male.
Is that what your tattoo is, RJ?
I don't want to be a Sigma male.
Yeah, I've been
Please.
tattooing all my DM notes to my skin.
Does that mean we can get spoilers if we read your tattoos?
We have to
Potentially.
skin him alive. We gotta know what's coming.
Yeah, Deimos is just Sin Trigger Virgil, as it turns out.
No.
And the head of that one church, yeah, that's Guts' armor.
Yeah.
There's no guts inside, it's just the armor. And you win by feeding it pizza.
No.
Write that down, write that down.
God, how could they see this coming?
Lingering will.
Anyway.
So,
Anyway. Glass will, scratch his chin for a second. I'll tell you what, if you'd be willing to make a delivery for me, I'd call it even.
I can do that. What do you need done?
He's gonna step over towards the back to this pretty tall and pretty wide, like a good, let's say 5 feet tall, fairly wide, wrapped up item. He's gonna pick it up and bring it over. Now this is a great sword I forged for you don't need all the details, but safe to say the customer is not exactly close by. It's over in Griffin Springs. You ever heard of it?
It have not. Where would that be?
Ooh, smallish town. If you keep taking the main road over to Vinia, I believe, it's south of there.
You're right, actually. I'm looking at my map. We're going down that way. Anyway, surely be.
Perfect. Now then. You'll see the guy's house. He's, not exactly subtle. Weapons collector by the name of, what he'd like to go by.
Mr. Ripper.
No.
Excuse you, this is not a bread delivery.
And anyway, he would go by, like, something rhyming with "im"
Blim.
and an inspector of some sort.
Blim the weapons inspector.
Mr. Bim, the weapons inspector.
You said he was an arms dealer?
No, weapons collector.
Collector.
Weapons collector, okay.
Kind of a historic type. I think he used to be gladiator, maybe an adventurer. Honestly, probably both. People's history isn't really my business, just whether or not they're any good to do business with. That is to say, they're not gonna go fucking serial killer.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Shows there.
Yeah, I could do that.
Alright.
I'll just have to...
Should be a big Goliath fellow.
Got it.
Phoebe, is somebody playing VR in the background?
Yeah.
Babe,
That face.
they're making fun of you playing VR in the background.
Nobody's making
around.
fun of him. We're just.
Well, now I'm gonna make fun of him because the way his
That's
neck is just
amazing.
craned.
Oh, no.
Bruh.
Is it at least funny?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Is that an Oculus Go?
Would it be a quest?
That's a Rift, isn't it?
No,
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah, it's a Rift.
A Rift, okay.
It's the
Understood.
quest, sorry.
Sorry, Oculus Quest.
Yeah,
I was
quest-
wrong.
That's the main standalone these days.
Anyway,
He's had it for a while, though.
Anyway.
Just
Yeah, sorry, not to last interruption. I just like, why the fuck is your coat rack moving in the background?
that's
what
not
my
a coat
brain-
rack. That's my boyfriend.
Clacks menacingly.
That's me.
well, as long as he doesn't grow to 4 times the size and behead anyone with a coat, we're good.
Ready for it.
Anyway,
God.
he's gonna look over to the younger tiefling. Sweetheart, do you remember what that weapons collector's name was? And she's gonna look up from the sword. Mr. Gond? Ah, that's it. Mr. Gond, yeah.
You spell that.
Not Gandhi.
If it was Gandhi, he'd be non-violent. He'd be
What's
collecting
civilization?
You can still collect
can
weapons
col-
and be non-violent.
I was about to say.
And
I make no affirmations or denials at this time. What was that, Alice?
how do you spell that?
Oh, Gond, I believe. At least that's how you spell it in common. I don't know how you would spell it in giant or...
Yeah. Will do.
Alright. You deliver that to him for me. I'll make you a short sword.
How long do you think that will take?
Well, considering one of these materials I have never worked with in my life, quite a while.
That's fine. I just wanted to ask. I'll be back.
By the way, just for the sake of checking, is there a reason there's a woman draped over your shoulder?
He doesn't have enough caffeine. So, Sachi, could you wake up?
Not loud enough.
Sachi! Wake up! I'm sorry, do you have a bucket of water I could borrow? Gonna put Zeshi down.
Sure. He'll walk over, pick up a little wooden bucket, fill it with some water out of a well, and walk over and hand it to you.
I'm just gonna immediately throw it in Sashi's face.
Hold on, I'm gonna go
Ze-
splash
Ze-
water on my face.
Zeshi wakes up immediately, casts Shatter 3rd level.
Splash water on my face, I'll be right back.
Wait, what?
It's to go method act.
I need method acting.
Hey, well, I have an excuse to go and throw this out.
We could slap a JoJo's to be continued on that. Okay, he's back. already.
I'm here. Alright, yeah, Zeshi's just going to jolt awake. What?
You find yourself in what appears to be a blacksmith shop with Edma standing over you and Clem kind of doing her own thing.
Oh, Clem's here
The
too.
weirdest place I will.
Yeah, Clem tagged along with Edma.
Not the weirdest.
Yeah, I haven't
situation
really
I've
had a chance
ever
to
been.
vibe in, but it's kind of in character that I'd be a little quiet at the moment, so don't worry about me.
Yeah, she had a pretty heavy talk with the mayor, so
That's fair. That's right, I remember that.
yeah,
Am I
a
still
little.
quiet?
You've been snoozing for a while, so I decided it's probably about time you woke up.
Am I still quiet?
No, we can hear you. Sorry, did you say something?
I was trying to say something earlier, but
You might have been just talking over you, sorry.
Or the mic might have cut out. You know how Discord is.
Sure.
yeah. Oh, what did I say? Oh, I said this is when you were describing this strange situation wet in a blacksmith with Edna standing over me. I said this isn't the strangest situation I've woken up in.
Oh, what's number one? Davi running in covered in blood trying to sell you soap?
Yeah.
I mean, bold of you to assume it involves any of you.
That one is definitely up there. Because that was actually right after she woke up. But no, Davi woke her up. He came in screaming, and she comes down the stairs.
All right, Ethan, you're gonna have to show us off that big honkin' mug you got there.
Well, I already showed Phoebe, but this was one of my Christmas presents.
What's it say on it? Ah,
Ooh.
there we
Got a
go.
nice fancy ampersand on the other side.
Nice.
Steiner.
Yeah, big old tankard. Metal inside to make it much easier to clean, and real wood on the outside.
Steiner.
Handle's a bit small for a hand as big as mine, but hey, do what you gotta. Figured I might as well make use of it since I didn't have to bring it anywhere.
Okay, so we're at the blacksmith. I woke up.
Yes.
Alright, I'm up. Ugh. Why are we here?
Why are we still here?
Really, really need to cut down on the caffeine. It's becoming a problem.
Yes. I'm just surprised she woke up. I wasn't too sure if that would really work.
I could do that.
She's just nodding.
Oh.
Just not even awake. She's just like listening to you talk and just nodding along.
You could try old man Laws. He's got a couple of old sailor eye opener recipes that might do the trick if it's happening. You could also try Mox, but I mean that guy's got to be doing something to never sleep. But I don't think his methods are particularly harmless, if I had to guess.
Well, I think more she needs to learn to tone down on the caffeine than find another way to stay awake. One vice first. We don't need multiple.
Instead of making your coffee with water, she's gonna start making your coffee with Red Bull.
Oh,
Making your
no.
coffee with coffee.
No, that's some dangerous levels of conception.
This levels of coffee we shouldn't be able to reach. Sorry, see when you have two Kuatoa in one room and you give both of them 2 spears, that's when the void comes in and starts consuming all of reality.
Or if we give both of them 1 spear and have them fight over the second.
No, we can't do that. That would destroy time and space.
No, I like this. You give them 2 spears, but
listen, that would be levels of motivation that would make Virgil envious.
Motivated.
Regardless.
I guess we should. Should I add this sword to my inventory?
Yeah, you can add however you want to describe it, a wrapped up greatsword, a delivery greatsword.
I'm probably just gonna put it in like my extra inventory so that it's not equipable.
Yeah, don't add it to like your personal weapons. At least not yet. If something happens, something happens. But for now.
Yo, this is mine now.
I'd say, look, if she wants that instead of a crystal short sword, that's entirely of her own volition. And, that possible item that could be absolutely useless or very powerful might just go to an NPC instead. Who knows?
Alright. I guess we should go and look for the boys.
Is that what
Game.
we are? The boys.
Yeah.
For the boys.
I mean, am I wrong?
Yeah.
2 dudes, 3 chicks.
I suppose you're correct.
You two are the only male party members here, so.
Yeah.
I identify as giant.
The
Better
big
than an
boys.
helicopter.
Exactly.
Speaking of the boys,
I'm sorry, DM. You identify as an attack dragon.
I identify as whatever the hell I please.
Anyway.
Regardless. Alright, so as you guys are heading out of the blacksmith shop, we're gonna cut over to the boys.
So you see, Cedric, and that is why Uncle Jan is not allowed to snooze anymore in the cave, because he'd wake everybody up.
Okay.
It's really bad whenever we had them over for the, what was that holiday? Oh, well, I'm not sure if it really has common translation, but we would call it Yudat, Itat, Untat.
I'm cannot keep track of all these names. Which one was he on? He was the...
Jan was like, well, he was like uncle, but he was more like cousin, you know? He was like uncle cousin. He was cousin uncle. Yeah, that's probably what he was. So
No,
Jan would come.
I really don't know, actually.
He would call. Okay, now we got to start at the family tree. Okay, so there was Jan, and then there was Axom, and then we had Barbara. It was a really normal name, you know. I don't know who named her Barbara, but you know, Davi did name her. So
Pardon me, young man.
just kind of look to whoever's talking to him.
I'm gonna whoever it is, I'm going to immediately go like mouth giant.
So you're both gonna turn. Cedric, you go like this and see Devin staring at Davi.
Who's Devin again?
Oh.
That's for him to know and for you to find out.
Oh, it's someone.
I'm
that's-
immediately going to just grab the hood. I'm gonna start to say that, like I see who it is. I immediately like go back to being inconspicuous.
Oh, he's interested in me because of the cloak I'm wearing, and I'll just look at him and go, "Why? What do you want? Do you want to know about my family tree?"
No, I'm terribly sorry to interrupt your conversation with your friend here. I was wondering where you got that cloak.
Oh, I found it on a dead guy.
Oh, and where was this dead man?
What is the town that is like way over that way that has been taken over by the Baron?
I haven't a clue what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't really have a clue anyway. Somebody just told me about it, so you know. But it wasn't in that town, it was near that town, but I can't remember the name. Was it Le Fer? Was that it? I think that was it. Yeah, Le Fer, that one.
Le Fer? You're quite a ways from Le Fer.
Oh yeah, Davi walks around quite a bit, you know. He's giant, just he doesn't have giant legs. So, you know, normal steps.
Oh, well, of course. He's gonna glance over. You two certainly don't look like you're from Le Fer.
Oh no, Davi is from Dragon's Maw. See that mountain, like way up over there? I live on top of that one. I've been walking around trying to find a belt. So you know, it's been a long journey.
Oh, of course. If you don't mind me asking, what did this dead man look like?
Dead.
I was gonna say this.
Oh, surely you must have seen his face if you bothered to remove his cloak.
Well, how could I get a look at his face when it was like in the mud? It's just gross. I just took the cloak, thought it looked cool, left him in a ditch somewhere because David don't want to touch those icky dead people. Only to get their cool cloaks, you know.
Well, he's gonna look to Cedric. Perhaps you caught a glimpse of this dead man.
Oh, Sally wasn't traveling with me at the time, so Sally wouldn't know anything about that.
You'll beg my forgiveness. I was asking your friend, not you.
Well, Sally doesn't really talk because Sally is shy and doesn't like to talk to people. You know, it's a problem. Sally has to get comfortable with you first before he'll talk to you. It's a trust thing.
If Cedric could, I don't know if Cedric can sweat, but if he can, he is. Full Jordan Peele.
You feel a very mild dampness forming on your forehead.
Fair enough.
Very clammy. I see. Well, I don't suppose the other three have, seen this dead man. Do you know where they are?
No, they did not see him either. Davi was the only one. Stop asking weird questions. I have better things to do with Sally and the other Sallys, okay? God. He's gonna grab Cedric by the hand. Let's go finish our friendship bracelet somewhere else, Sally. Away from this creepy dude. And he's gonna grab you and start leading you away.
Well, if you find yourself in Mizran again, do let us know.
And who is us? Are you an organization of Johns or something? You look like a John.
We're a group searching for one of our own.
Okay, well, if we ever feel the need to get creeped out again, we'll look you up.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just grunt as we leave.
And
So, Davi, where are you dragging him off to?
I'm gonna drag him over to the blacksmith.
As
Just
soon
because.
Oh, so you're gonna run into us?
Oh yeah, well, because first off, I'm almost done my friendship relation. Second off, I did want to say hi to Glass and go, hey, look what this axe did.
well, yeah. As soon as we're out of like earshot of that, I'm just going to like turn to Dottie. Like, first of all, thank you for the cover. Secondly,
What cover? It was all true. Well, except I was lying, but it was true lying.
the other thing, Sally.
Well, yeah, that's the name of the guy, the guy that comes out of you. So I just decided to call you Sally.
Oh, right, that's what you're named, Mike. Well, I suppose morbid embarrassment is better than dealing with that whole situation, so...
Yeah, I'm not quite sure if it's the correct thing to use, but that guy gave me the heebie of the GB.
Yeah, I get a little bit of that from him too, but Mizran, that was good information.
Well, anyway, sorry about all the sallying, but here, you can have this one, Cedric, and he's gonna hand you a friendship bracelet with nothing but black beads on it. This one's for you, cause you're the cool one. I mean, not that I think you're cool or anything. God, Cedric, shut up!
Thanks.
You know, I never thought I'd watch a Kenku Tsundere just form.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
This is why we play the game, boys. This is why we play the game.
Cedric will reluctantly
Regardless.
put it on.
And as you are, you will bump into your companions heading in.
Oh, hey guys. Well, I'm sure Cedric can tell you about the heebie-jeebie man, but Davi made these. So, this blue one is for Zeshi, because she's cool, like ice, and this green one is for Clem, because she likes plants, and this red one is for Edma, because Edma doesn't think and brushes in and does bad things, so here you go.
Yes.
Thank you, Davi.
The other thing is, I think we should probably get out of town sooner rather than later, as the person that Davi was referring to is someone I know. I will give a pointed look at Clem.
Oh.
And this one is for Davi! And he's going to hold up a friendship bracelet using all the different colors. I made it with the leftover beads, so I have all of the colors.
He didn't
Gonna wrap
recognize
the
me,
friendship
but I'd rather
bracelet.
not stick around and push my luck.
You guys...
Did he ask
This is-
you any questions?
I pretended to be mute.
Did he ask Davi questions?
Yes, Davi was surprisingly quick thinking with his responses.
You wanted Davi to think?
Or at least he was good at just saying words. I don't know. He provided a cover, perhaps accidentally.
I'm gonna grab
stubborn, is
Stickbird
what you're saying.
and turn away from everybody. Stickbird, we got all the colors, and they only got one color. They're a bunch of posers. So funny. It's the funniest prank Davy could pull on his friends. Davy, why do you like
I'm gonna
Stickbird doesn't have
around the
friendship
hills
bracelet.
of my sword.
And I will put Stickbird away. Oh, I got to go say hi to Glass, and maybe if his assistant is there. Just to say that the axe worked pretty good. You know, let them know that I've killed some regrettable things with it, but also some unregrettable things with it.
I recommend we keep this a quick visit because I'd rather get out of town sooner rather than later. Just personally.
Well, where are
Okay.
we heading next? Are we committing to LaFair or?
That's fine with me. We can head to the
Mhm.
big city, see if there's any business we can
Hold
attend
on.
to there.
I need to make a stop in the town of Griffin. Griffin
that- I
Springs.
think that's on the way,
Is-
right?
Is
If it's
that
on the
way?
way, we can go. It's no big
it's a little
deal.
bit out. It'll be when we get to Lavinia.
Right.
We'd have to head to a different place from the.
I think I need to be in Lavinia for something else anyway, so sounds good to me.
Well, it's hard. Yeah, I can't physically pull you for that.
Right, yeah.
Well.
One last quick errand, and then let's be off.
And now that we all have matching bracelets, we are the bracelet gang.
I'm not calling us that. No.
Is there a picture in the?
I don't think he means it as an official group name.
I hope he doesn't.
What, you guys don't want to be the bracelet gang?
It's
He's
a
gonna
little-
sit there. He's gonna sit there with a mopey, sad Kanku face, like stiff upper beak. Just
I'll immediately feel bad and be like, we're going to workshop it.
It's a little unspecific to our entire group's dynamic.
what do you mean? We all have bracelets and we're wearing them, so we're the
Dovey, if
bracelet
any of us-
gang.
If any of us take any of the bracelets off for any reason at any point, we're technically no longer part of the bracelet gang.
But you can't. You put them on. You accepted the contract. You can't take them off.
Dovey,
And...
I accepted no contract.
My sword.
We also all have 2 arms and legs. Does that make us the 2 arms and legs gang?
Okay, well I have a tail and you guys don't.
You guys want to be the armed gang? I suppose I could
I mean-
make an exception.
So,
No.
Has a tail.
oh wait, does then Clever and I have tails?
Yes, I have a tail.
Dobby
I can't
sort
see
of
your
has a tail.
character.
Fine. If we can't be the bracelet gang, at least me and Clem will be the no shoe gang.
So I
What?
sent a picture of the map
What?
so that you guys could see what I was talking about.
Okay, it's a little far down.
Yeah, it's a little far down.
Leave me alone.
Cut through the wilderness, do a little diagonal up to Lavinia. Yes, no?
Well,
Yeah, sure. I mean, we're not in a rush to get to the fair.
Yeah, I guess so. We're gonna cut through the wilderness to Griffin Springs and then Lavinia, or
I think I
go to
I
Lavinia
like the
then
idea of
Griffin
checking
Springs.
out a big city. There's things that
I
you
do
can-
too.
There's things you can do in a big city that you can't do in the places we have been.
Yes. So do we
Is it
go
really a city, Cedric?
It is
cut through
it
the
is going to be
get
a
the fair?
real city, Dobby.
How many belt sellers do they have?
Probably more than 2, at least.
Wow, that's a lot.
Davy, are you alright?
Is he,
David's fine, you know. Nothing's going on, you know. You guys got the friendship bracelets and you're all mostly wearing down, and he has joy in his heart, you know.
Okay.
David's perfectly fine. He's going to the blacksmith. Screw you guys, and he's gonna run off to the blacksmith.
We're inside the blacksmith.
Are we?
I thought we were outside.
Or
Oh.
Yeah, I thought we were outside and just ran.
I guess
into
we're
them.
vibing outside, yeah.
Yeah, you 3 were on your way.
That's
back.
full Clem, by the way.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, tail.
Wait. I don't have that open. I have the map open.
All right.
Not for human
So-
eyes.
Okay.
Anyway.
Go on.
All right. You guys head off back to the blacksmiths as a group. Davi opens up the door and Glass looking up. Back so soon.
No, you guys followed me. Alright.
I thought we were
mean,
gonna vibe outside while Davi went in.
Yeah, we're vibing out here. You
Alright,
you
just
went
not
in
all.
like a weirdo.
Who?
I know he was talking to Davi.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, what? Me? Back so soon?
Yeah, you didn't break the axe, did you?
Oh, no. Axe is right here. No, we just wanted to say thank you and that it is very good axe and it has fell many things. It took out a very large bear and a tree and a couple of bad guys and a boiler.
I'm most fierce.
I'm not gonna ask.
Is the lady around who made it?
He's just gonna kind of look at you and then just look over to the right where the other tiefling is currently putting the one sword that she had been working on back into the fire, into the forge that is. Zira, my dear, you have a fan. She's gonna look
Oh.
over.
Davi is a bird. I'm giant.
Just a minute, sir.
You messed up. You admitted it.
She'll pull the longsword out, give it a quench, and then place it on the anvil. Was there something you needed of me?
No, David just wanted to say thank you and that you make good axes.
Thank you very much. I've been taught well.
Well, it's kind of a shame that David... Oh, David can do this, and he's gonna reach in and grab out 10 gold. Yeah. For the axe.
She'll just kind of look down at it, kind of look over at Glass. She'll just shrug, and she'll reach out and just take like 3 pieces out of your hand. I
Aw.
couldn't possibly charge you 10 for that.
It's not that David thinks that it's worth it to him in kind. It's well traveled now. It has been very reliable.
Why don't you hold on to that money for any upgrades in the future?
But what if David just wants to keep upgrading this one?
That's what I meant.
Well, if David make the Glass Master the best axe ever, and travel it and kill lots of things and spread... What is your name, by the way?
My name is Zira. It's very nice to meet you.
Did you write your name on this?
I haven't. I suppose I could.
He's gonna flip the pommel. Could you put it on this for me?
Sure, just right into the bottom, or...
Wherever you think is necessary. It's your work.
All right. She'll take the axe, set it down next to the longsword. She'll undo some of the cloth wrapping that's on the handle. Take a small metal, almost needle, put it in the fire for a second, and just slowly use it to hammer her.
That way, whenever I kick somebody's ass with it, they'll know who made it.
Davi says credit your artists.
She'll wrap up the handle after a minute of letting it cool and hand it back to you. There you are.
Thanks a lot, Zira. And when I turn this into an awesome super weapon that can kill gods and cut down mountains, I'll let you know.
You're certainly an ambitious one, aren't you?
Well, that's more of a side goal. The main goal is to get a belt that will let me lift the mountains. But I suppose Davi could pencil it in, squeeze it in very busy schedule.
Oh, of course.
We have to skip town because, there's some people who want to go on a date with Sally, and Sally is too good for them, so you know how it goes.
I do like that description.
Of course. Don't let me hold you up.
Cedric sneezes.
Oh, no. Davi's not being held up. Mostly Sally has to be stood up, or maybe she's doing the standing up. I'm not really sure how that goes, but it's whatever. She just doesn't want to hang out with them. But, thanks, Sierra, bye!
So long.
And he's gonna leave and come back to the party. Alright, guys, everything is good now. Davi's ready to go, and we need to get Sally out of here because these guys are no good for her. I mean, Cedric.
Her? What?
How much do the things you say... when you just make things up, do you believe them?
Just about to say, you make them up and then you believe them faster than you're making them up.
What are you
I mean, that
talking
makes
about?
lying a lot easier, honest,
True.
if we're being honest about it.
Davi's not lying.
No, you're
Exactly.
It's not a lie.
you're delusional.
What is delusional?
You're
Stickbird,
making it up and believing it.
How deludable your mustard.
Stickbird explaining.
It's just
When
easier
is-
to ask Stickbird, honestly. I
Yeah.
don't understand, but he's smarter than Davi.
And Davi's hand will grab Stickbird. Delusional. When you're living in a fantasy or living a lie. But Davi's not lying, Stickbird! You're lying to yourself. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not, Stickbird. No!
You
Why
can
do
all
do
see
this to me?
various passerbys are now looking over at this
Oh, wait, we're
commotion as
drawing
they walk
attention to
by.
ourselves. Let's get going.
Are we walking? Do we have... What are we doing?
We do not have other means of transport, so I believe we are on foot.
There is a stable, isn't there here?
I don't know if we can afford a cart.
That's
Also,
What? Davi can afford cart because he is the daddy of the sugar.
Never
Davi,
said
do
it.
not
did
ever
you
call
hear that
yourself a
term?
sugar daddy ever again.
Davi went to the candy store and there was this guy who was hitting
No.
on this girl.
No, no, no.
No.
Also,
No.
in like a technical term, you're the one getting the money from so you're technically the sugar baby.
Yeah, but you think Davi understands that?
Look,
He's
if he can
providing-
understand a sugar daddy without anyone mentioning it to him, even though he's talking about candy, nothing's off limits.
Never say that again.
What?
Just don't.
Davi has the candy.
Just...
Oh, Davi can't be the daddy of the sugar because he has no kids. Right.
Davi, what in God's name?
Don't challenge it. Let's just go.
I don't want him walking around calling himself a sugar daddy.
No, it's the daddy of the sugar, but we've already resolved the claim, so you don't have to worry.
I'm worried. Regardless, I guess we can look into the price of one so we have something to aim for. Maybe we can pitch in on one.
If we can make it quick, then sure.
Ethan, remind me the cost of a cart and a horse.
The last time you guys rented from the place in
No, not a
town-
rent. A purchase.
A purchase.
I'm tired of renting.
Ah, yes.
No
All
rent.
The last time we did it,
no
it was
rent,
free.
only buy.
It
Didn't
was,
charge us.
That's true, because you were a first timer. You were first timers, and you weren't going very far.
We were only gone for like a night. Night and a day. Anyway,
Not even.
price of purchasing. I know there's
One
shit written
second.
about it.
Yep, there is. I'm checking. I mean, they aren't cheap anywhere from.
Well, I know that.
Sorry.
I just want to know what I'm aiming for.
In Clem's experience, the cart she bought was about 100 gold. So if you're looking for one that can carry everyone, you're probably looking in the multitudes, plus the cost of something to pull it.
Probably looking in the what?
Multi-hundreds.
Yeesh.
Yeah. How much does Clem?
I believe so.
I mean, there's. I don't remember what it is. I know a horse is surprisingly cheaper than.
Yeah, the cost of the actual, like, animal usually isn't that much.
Come on, load, load, load. 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 That was slow.
Horses
Cool, I don't
typically
even
for
remember to play with.
50 gold.
Alright,
For a
so
draft
how much
horse.
your rent for a week?
You guys didn't ask.
I'm gonna go find the stables and ask.
Okay. And a carriage.
Well, they should be close by. They're not far from
Cart. Devil?
blacksmith.
Well, the thing is if a cart costs 100, I mean, I could pay for it,
Yeah,
and
that's
then you
the
guys
cart
could.
That's a small.
No, that's a
Oh.
small cart.
Mm.
Hang on, I'm trying to find a definition here, because that's... Really?
Definition? What?
Yeah, no, I'm literally at the section about... It doesn't?
You like a definite price?
So no, I have a definite price, and I'm thinking to myself, this must be them referring to something else, because the book has a cart listed at 15 gold. I'm wondering if I'm thinking of a carriage.
You might be.
Yeah,
You
'cause
might be.
it's 100 gold. And I'm trying to see, it doesn't say how much, like how many people each of these seat.
Ah.
Jeez. You know what? I'm gonna have to come back to that one. I will bookmark it,
Okay.
and we can come back to that. The Blazing Saddle Carriage Company, right down the road. You are familiar with it? Is it? Huh?
Right
Right down the road.
Can't miss
Right down the road.
Can't miss it.
it. Is everyone going with her?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Oh, I think it's the weight is what you're looking for. Is like
I thought that was the weight of the object.
I think that's how much it can carry.
Is it? I thought that was the weight of the object. Okay.
No, it usually goes by
Seems-
how much it can carry.
Yeah, because the
Wow,
barding
that's
is
crazy.
the barding is times 2. Well, a barding that would not literally multiply the weight of how much a thing weighs. It would be double what it can carry.
It is just bizarre.
Well, they wanted to be more exact than number of people, because some creatures are heavier than others. I guess.
No, that's true. Just
So yeah, probably.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't actually looked at this in a very long time, and
That's fair.
seeing a cart at 15 gold, like even a wagon, is more than that.
It does also say a cart can carry 200 pounds, which is probably not enough. For
Yeah, no, that's a small cart. That's like what Clem has.
Yeah,
Or
true.
smaller than what Clem
Yeah,
has.
so I think I was thinking of a carriage, which would be more what you guys actually need.
Right.
How much is a carriage?
100.
Oh, well, I could buy the carriage, and you guys could buy the horse.
I have 12 gold.
I have nothing.
How much do I have?
All right. So you all, while you guys look that up, you guys make your way down to the carriage company. Clem in front opens the door, and Gratz, the half-orc who runs the place, looks up from over a desk as he's talking with one of his employees, hands the guy a rolled up piece of paper, and kind of gives him a pat on the back, send him on his way. Hey, it's you guys again. Good to see you all. What can I do for you today? Tonight? Whichever.
How much for the cost of renting a cart and horses for a week?
A week? You talking about one of our bigger offerings, or just the same kind you had last?
Something that could carry us all.
All right.
Don't need much more than that.
Something that could carry 5 of you plus a... are you looking for a driver as well, or is one of you going to drive?
Might want to get a drive this time. I don't know if any of us are proficient in land vehicles.
Let me check. Vehicle proficiency.
Where do you check your vehicle?
Tools.
Yeah, under tool. It would be under tool proficiencies.
It lands under tool
None.
proficiencies. None. That's
No
weird.
proficiency.
I don't know. You could have a character with no tool proficiency.
Oh, well, I do.
Edna is
Maybe
only
what is
proficient in murder.
What? No, and tactical nudity.
Can't
That's
forget
not a quantifiable measurement.
Yeah.
Not yet. Wait for 6th edition.
It might take till 6.5. It's a tricky set of equations to iron out.
Sir,
That is fair.
I'm painting,
Look.
sir.
If I
Sir,
can't
I'm-
see you, you can't see
Sir.
me. If all you're looking at is my tits, you can't see me.
Sir, I'm. Sir,
So I
Hard
Sorry.
to argue with
No, it's
that
movie time.
logic.
sir, I'm painting. Sir, thank you. I need you to.
But what if instead you pet Moon?
Good boy.
Chad move. You
I
pet.
think then she wouldn't be painted.
Chad move. She pets herself.
What?
Pet
Why
yourself.
would I
Make
do
the cats jealous that you're not petting them.
No.
But you're petting yourself instead.
No.
I hate when that happens.
So you guys-
Why can I hear
At
myself?
I'm so sorry. I'm too busy. Both my hands are petting me.
I'm painting.
I don't
Anyway.
hear Echo. So
There was one and then it went away.
well, at least it went away on its own. So is that a yes on the driver?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Sure. Where do you guys need to go?
Zeshi's
Okay, yeah.
Where are we
proficient in
heading
land
for the
vehicles. Tyler,
Zeshi can drive us.
Tyler, look at your character sheet.
That's right, I am. I'm sorry, I'm not
Oh, sorry.
cognizant right now.
Gotcha.
Yes, I'm looking. Zeshi is the
First, meta magic. Now your proficiencies. Oh God!
No, but we had Zeshi drive last time because
We
she
did.
was proficient in land vehicles. We just all
I keep
forgot.
forgetting that because Tyler's so quiet about it. I'm sorry.
I was just like, well, Tyler's not saying anything, so maybe I'm just wrong, and we just had
Quinn.
Zeshi do it for the fuck of it.
Quinn, how much money do you have?
I have like 45 gold.
Oh, we could fucking buy a horse and carriage.
Yeah, if we wanted.
Why rent? We could buy and then never have to deal with renting again.
Okay, but the hosts have a nice name.
Yeah, and if I'm the one that's buying it,
Don't name it
I'm
dog.
gonna name it dog. No, you can't kill dog. I'll name it.
Y'all going a bit quiet there.
Me.
No, for some reason, your guys'
Did
mic was only
we
picking
cut
up RJ.
out?
Well, it was only picking up what RJ was saying.
Mm,
Oh, I said I was going to kill dog.
you're gonna kill dog the horse.
Dog the horse.
No, not again. Not again.
Not again.
I have
No, you're paying
Go
for the
away.
carriage.
Thank
Then I'm
you.
naming the carriage dog.
You can name the carriage dog. We don't talk to the carriage.
Rats is just gonna all give you a funny look as you've all just kind of fallen silent.
I'm sorry. Thinking. We have a driver. We may also potentially be able to purchase a cart and horse if you have any for sale.
Carrot.
I sure don't.
Carriage, sorry.
Nope, sorry. You're gonna want to go somewhere else. I rent out. That's the whole business. If I was in the business of selling cart,
I really think we should keep our money for other things at the time.
Maybe we can get a carriage in the big city.
depends what city you're
And
going
then we'd
to.
have to return the cart.
True.
We could just walk.
Maybe that's a
Oh,
better
We
option.
can't keep the cart, and well, I mean, I do still have to.
Gentlemen,
come back
ladies.
to
Could I get a little information here? Where you going? You said a week.
Lavinia.
Lavinia?
Lavinia and then potentially the fair.
Oh,
Well, that's all you had to say. We just opened up a new place in Lavinia. You can there.
Oh, it is like fantasy
I don't think it'll take us a
U-Haul.
week to get Lavinia, would it?
Oh, yeah.
Look, if it doesn't take you a week, you return it early, and maybe we can look into a refund. If you need it for long, just extend your time there.
Because they have same-day delivery and drop-off, not at the exact place where you picked up. It's just a courtesy that U-Haul does for all its customers.
What on earth are you talking about, Davi?
I don't know.
I was right.
Yes.
Davi pulls a Gerald and becomes one with the universe for a split second.
I don't know. The power of advertisements was projected straight into my brain.
The power of advertisements.
Oh man, it was.
Look,
using
I'm not
the-
going to tell you fine
It's
folks
every
how to
other
live, but you're
frame.
telling me you want to walk all the way to Lavinia with everything going on? Do you want to end up dead?
Everything.
Or missing?
No,
What's
no,
everything
no,
going
no.
on?
Just
What do you mean by that?
I've been walking everywhere for almost every day the last week. No.
And you have not noticed the absolute bonkers stuff that has been going on along the roads.
Oh, along the
Speaking
roads.
of-
Wait, what?
Well, it's kind of happening everywhere, so it's not just going to stay confined to the cities and towns, obviously.
The magic thing?
That's just kind of the.
Magic, well, your usual bandits as well. And heaven forbid if those two
What's wrong?
intersect, I don't want to know what would happen.
What's wrong with the bandits?
Well, you see,
Or they were
we,
just
we have a
bandits.
tendency of dealing with bandits and magical
Fine
things.
so far.
We tend to solve those problems.
Well,
the
listen,
magic, not the bandits.
around and start slaying bandits along the roads. That's your business alone. But if you're here to rent a cart, rent a cart. If you're aiming to walk, then I'm afraid there's not much I can do for you. I don't really sell.
You know,
We
it
don't
occurs to
sell
me that
shoes.
an interesting
I can't rent a nice pair of shoes.
an interesting business model for an organization such as yourself with multiple locations. If you had means of long distance communication, you could then put orders in at a separate location and have them delivered.
Buddy, do you have any idea what kind of bill that magic racks up? Do you know how many message stones I would have to buy, let alone find someone to supply me all those message stones? And heaven, oh god, if one got stolen,
Or you
That's true.
hire people who know messaging.
that's more expensive over the long term.
Just an idle thought.
How's your-
tell you how to do your business.
Are we renting? Are we buying? Are we walking? What are we doing?
I think we're walking.
We've kind of hit everything in the last 5 minutes.
Yes,
I don't see why we can't rent a cart to get there, do a job, and purchase
Could we,
a cart for our way to the fair.
Would we be able to drop the cart off at your other location?
I
Yes,
did just say
that's what he
that.
said.
Oh,
Do you got
yeah, okay, I
calculators?
I missed that. Oh yeah, then in
No,
that case,
no.
sure.
We go there to let them know we still have it. We still have to take it back to the original one. Obviously.
No,
I was being sarcastic.
don't make it more complicated than it is.
Alright, then yes, I think that's our best option.
Alright.
Okay, so a trip to long enough to get you to just to Lavinia?
Just Lavinia.
All right, one-way trip to Lavinia. You've already got a driver. I could do 40 gold. No problem.
Right, so we're walking.
Well, you're asking for a long drive, plus I have to take an... That includes the safety deposit, you understand. Heaven forbid the cart breaks under your guys' watch.
Do we get the safety deposit back in Lavinia?
You do. Provided the cart's in working order and in one piece.
How
What
much?
if
How
the
much
stock
is
just
the
breaks
safety
down
deposit?
on its own without our cause?
The safety deposit is 10 gold.
Hmm.
How much do you think we're going to need to pay for a carriage once we get there, if we want to buy one?
One that fits all of you, probably at least 100. And that's just for the cart. Horses tend to go for Probably 50 if you don't want to be able to also ride it. More, probably around 75 if you are. At least that's what I paid for my horses.
It's starting to get expensive very quickly.
Oh, yes. Also, the horses need to be alive and in good shape. I feel like I shouldn't have to say that. You seem like guys who get that, but, you know.
I would imagine they would, yes.
So what happens if the cart breaks down without any of our wood going down?
I feel like
If
it's still
possible?
all on us, but financially
That's still on
speaking.
us.
I mean, they have no way of verifying.
Assessments of everything can be made at the other location. The fine details, don't sweat them too bad. Look, you sweat enough details, you start to gray, you lose your hair, unlike me, Tusk. Anyway.
Looks at her white hair.
So, we got a deal, or are you guys walking?
What do you want to do, folks?
Well, the person with all the money is
RJ.
currently absent.
40 gold for renting to get to
With a 10
Livonia.
with a
10
10
is
gold
10 is a 10 of it's a deposit that we can get back. I don't know.
Okay.
We're deciding whether we want to walk or rent.
I mean, my vote is walk.
All right.
Then let's walk.
Walking.
Oh,
Thank you for the offer, but it seems we'll probably just
Your offer is poop.
So you're
Yes.
Your offer is poop.
well,
Writes down, never sell RJ any little flavor things he wants again.
What?
Anyway,
Anyway, we're walking to Lavinia.
Yes. We will just head out, I guess.
alright.
get a bunch of coconuts.
No, we don't have horses. We're just walking. It's just
No, that's what the coconuts are for.
Yeah, exactly. When you can't afford horses.
Go Monty, Holy Grail it up.
Yep.
Gratch gives you an underwhelmed wave as you head out. And as you're going through, you can all see someone who looks remarkably like Cedric near the center of bystanders. One of whom points over towards you guys.
Oh god, again.
I am still. I still have my hood up.
Wait, what was the backstory you made up?
We're all Sally.
Yes, all of you are named Sally.
What?
Don't ask.
I thought you're Sally, not all of us are.
All of us are Sally, yeah.
Don't question what he comes up with in the moment.
You know, they're probably not going to believe you.
Why? Davi's
I
believable.
think that's his problem.
No, now we have to sell it. We're all Sally.
Now I have to sell we're all Sally.
It's either
That's
that
your
or
place.
we knock this guy out.
Well, the way I see it is you can be Sally with a Y, and you can be Sally with an H, and you can be Sally with a
I'm
Z.
dealing with an Edma.
No, you're Sally with an F.
They're all trying to hammer this out. He gets within earshot of the party. So sorry. Clementine, was it?
No.
I'm sorry,
that is
what?
Sally.
Davi. How do you know my name?
Well, the townsfolk around here know them, and they said, the small giant, was it?
Yes.
The beaked one, was going with you, had been traveling with you.
Uh-huh. My little helper, indeed. It's a little weird to introduce yourself using my name. Who
So
are
sorry.
you?
My name is Devon. I'm a townsperson around here.
I've never met you before.
Are you saying you've met every single person in the town?
I've met quite a few, including the mayor.
That is quite an accomplishment. I'm afraid I don't really know how to respond to that.
Anyway, what do you request of me? Did you need my services? Were you looking to write up a contract?
I have no idea what that is.
Ask the mayor. Or me. Anyway, how can I help you?
Well, I believe you may have run into a... I won't mince words. You've run into my brother before. Looks a lot like me, a touch on the pale side.
I've seen the wanted posters.
Yes, wearing a cloak not unlike the little guy.
It's a pretty normal cloak.
And yet, I don't see too many people wearing them. Look, I'm just... If you've seen the posters, you know. I'm not trying to hurt anyone. I'm looking for my brother who ran away.
Well, if he ran away, then he must have run away for a reason. Why are you so concerned?
Because he had gone missing for months, and mere days after I find him, he disappears again. I haven't hurt him. I haven't done anything.
Can I roll insight on this guy?
Sure.
Oh, please. I would be delighted if you could.
Give me a second. Yeah. 19, 20, 22.
Fuck.
His concern seems genuine. As the, sort of very polite front he's put up is breaking down to a much more genuine worry.
What was your brother mixed up with? I say that a lot quieter.
Can't go saying it out in public. Listen, it was...
We can find somewhere more private if it's that important.
He's gonna glance over at Edma. You'll forgive me, I'm not exactly looking to get into a private setting with a 5-on-1.
I'm gonna kind of like glance at Cedric and then glance on the other side of me, like whoever else is there, just to like keep it even. Cedric, that moment I'm looking at you.
Okay.
I'm like glancing at you for a second to try and get your approval, and then looking the other way to like, you know, not show off anything. I'm gonna see if I could go talk to him one-on-one. Just me and him.
One-on-one. Yeah, I'll give a slight incline of the head. Very subtle.
You can speak to just me. I'll do you no harm. Sir, can you please not...
He's gonna look around himself. Alright, name your place.
Come with me to the tavern. I'm good friends with the one keeper there. They'll give us the back room.
Alright.
I'll meet you guys at the edge of town.
I almost answered by reflex. Guys, are you paying? Guys?
Hello. I'll meet you all at the edge of town after I'm done.
I can't leave.
Alright, I'm gonna go speak with them.
Alright, you make your way over to the Endless Chalice. Kiln is passing drinks around and gives you an excited wave as you come in. Hi, Clem!
Hi, Kiln, darling. Do you think we could have when I'm like gesturing?
Wow, you got a lot of coke in your
Back room
cheeks.
for a moment. To have a conversation really quickly.
Sure, but haven't you been traveling with this guy?
Please.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Do not drink the paint water.
Yeah, just head to the storage room. I'll make sure you guys aren't interrupted.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
You're a darling. I'm sorry. And I'll, follow her there.
Okay, bye. And Devin will follow you into the storage room, and once you close it, I look like I have... Do you travel with Cedric?
Answer my questions first. I'm serious. It is of utmost importance.
All right. I'll answer.
What has he gotten into?
I don't... How do I phrase this to not make myself sound insane?
Trust me, I've seen a lot of insanity lately. I'm sure I can take it.
Look, I'm not comfortable saying everything. I'm not going to tell you nothing, but...
Well, I know a lot more than you think I do, but...
Right.
Something, please.
Look, we're not a cult. We're a group. We were hired. No, I don't know who it is. Not by, at least. He never met us face to face. He offered funding for some research we were doing into extended healing for soldiers.
Extended healing.
Extended healing to help soldiers fight on. But we weren't giving the results that the capital wanted, so, or at least not fast enough, so we lost our public funding and he offered to privately fund. Or at least I think
So
it's
what, you put him through these experiments and he...
No, not... sorry, my brain's everywhere. Not Cedric. Cedric was one of us. Not our beneficiary.
Then what happened to him? Cedric?
I don't know. That's why I've been trying to keep him in one place so I can figure it out, but he doesn't remember anything. What I do know is that he was with us. There was... Let's say he came into possession of some of our work, willingly, almost willingly, as did most of us. Something went
haywire. So once you trusted your experimenting, you did it on yourselves?
Well, we were kind of out of options. We tried to get people to sign up, no one wanted to, and we had been called disgraced, so most militaries heard about us from the crown and do business. And if we didn't pull any results, we would just lose funding completely.
Do his results look like this? And I'm gonna pull out the sketch of his heart.
So you know about that?
I'll continue, but this was your experimentation.
Yes, that was what we thought was the end product. Things went very wrong. After a few tests, some of our ranks acted strangely. They started acting against our interests, and we don't know why.
And Cedric was one of them.
No, Cedric was one who, for whatever reason, seemed unaffected. I was the other one. Because I was the only one who didn't get the procedure done. I was supposed to, but this all happened before then. Cedric, being unaffected, the others tried to grab him. I did what I could to provide minor distractions without outing myself, and he managed to get away, thankfully, but then I didn't see him for months. I worried he had died out in the wilderness.
He's scared. He doesn't trust anyone. He doesn't know why. He doesn't remember everything. He doesn't think you're his brother, although you do bear very remarkable resemblance.
Well, I'll tell you that part is true. We are in fact twins. This is not some kind of cloning experiment.
I didn't assume that.
My point is, I wish I could give you more details, but my own recollection of that day is fuzzy.
Why?
Well, I wasn't so subtle in some of my distractions, and I took a pretty solid, bigger.
You cut out after
numbers.
distractions.
Well, so I caught a bit of a nasty blow to the side of my head from one of our bigger gentlemen. I don't know what's come over them. None of them are acting right, and frankly, I'm just playing along in public as to not get captured and be subjected to whatever's going on with them. They're acting more like a private military than researchers.
So
And
you want to
yes.
make sure he's okay, but you don't want to drag him back into this.
I'm trying to keep him out of the line of fire. If he's out wandering about, he risks running into them, and I don't even know who hired us. He could be anywhere out there, if it even was a he.
Maybe you should figure that out first. You would do better than we would.
I'm trying. Trust me, I am.
For the moment, he's alright. He's learning more about himself, and it's a little weird. He's able to make like a ghost clone. I trust you just enough, I think, to... if you want to speak with him directly, but again, I don't know if he will trust you again.
I don't necessarily blame him. I didn't tell him much because I didn't want him getting so curious that he goes back.
You cut out.
Thanks, Discord. I don't blame him. I didn't tell him much because I didn't want him poking his nose in and getting dragged, realizing what he's doing.
Well,
But by the dead member I later found here in Thalorn, I suppose that part wasn't fully foolproof.
dead member.
Yes,
You don't have anything to do with this... the Storm will rage on cult?
oh, gods, no. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was their, well, not directly their fault, but certainly part
The
of their
magic.
doing. Yes. I'm assuming you can see his, you know. He is undead, correct?
Yes. It was very hard to get a procedure done on him.
Yes, and I can
Has
tell
he
you right
always slept
now.
like that?
Slept like what?
Never mind. That's not a necessary question that needs answering at this time.
Point is, the thing in his chest was not supposed to do that. It's not supposed to bring you back from the dead. It's meant to make it so you don't have to be chugging potions or worry about a war cleric in the heat of battle.
Well,
So I don't know how
you
it
say
did
he
that
ran
thing.
off, died, you found him, and he was alive. It could be something took advantage of that. Is interfering with it.
That would be my guess. These wild magic searches have done quite a lot. Bit of magic into these devices to get them to work. But without seeing the device myself, I couldn't make a proper diagnosis. I'm set up to take.
Well, I'll describe the magic swirling around it. Is that normal?
No, they should be running in clear ley lines right down the bars, and no, they should not be that coloration. They started as a dim blue. So it's definitely been malfunctioning, I suppose is a good word.
And a good statement if it's, what's keeping him alive.
True, and look, I'm not exactly ungrateful for the result.
I think for now, considering our more random movements, he should be fine with us. He's grown to trust me, and I hope you can see that as a valid trust.
Well, Cedric was always a good judge of character, so I'll trust it.
I think it would be better if he traveled with us and we met up occasionally to try and figure out what's going on. We'll do research on our end, you do research on yours. Perhaps we can come to it. Maybe in time I can convince him that you're all right, whereas the other members of your group may not be as sane.
I can't exactly say that's a bad idea.
You just need to give him time.
Well, I don't... Look, I'm not going to hold him against his will. If he wants to go with you, he'll go with you. But just... keep an eye on him.
I'm sure you want to see him at least one more time before we head out again.
If he is in fact with you, then yes. Yes, I would.
All right, come with me.
All right, he will follow you.
Thank you, Kiln. Appreciate it. I got my way out.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Okay, bye.
Bye. See you in a few weeks, potentially, maybe longer. We'll
Okay. Don't break any more crystal forests. What was that again? Never mind. Oh, she's gone.
Yeah. Out of there. Ow.
And he-
I will go back to wherever the group may be, probably like on the edge of town towards Lavinia.
Yep, that is where you said that you'd meet them, so...
Yeah.
He'll follow you to the edge where everyone's waiting.
Before we get close, I'll go up to Cedric quietly.
Well,
He's not lying. I think you need to talk to him.
what did he... any...
A lot. He said a lot.
And he's acting alone as part of a group?
He is acting alone, but pretending to be part of the group to try and, keep safe with them. But he's more concerned about your well-being and however you're functioning than bringing you back to the group for study. He did tell me your will is your own. If you wish to continue with us, you can. But I do think you should go say something.
I will somewhat reluctantly stand up and take my hood off and sort of walk forward, get his attention or what have you.
Oh, he's probably staring the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, so I'll just take my hood off and step forward. Hello.
Cedric, or should I say Sally now?
That one says, honestly, I don't know, understand half of the things that come out of his mouth. You
Fair enough.
look well.
As well as I can be. You look not too bad, all things considered.
No. What's in Mizran?
You all just came from there, didn't you? Your associates had a bump in with one of ours.
You said, while we were earlier, you said, I might be fuzzy on the details, but if Davi here was to find me, that he should come to us in Mizran. Who's us?
I said if he was in Mizran again, he should look us up. Listen, you and I were part of... Going to try to summarize this as best you can, because... I believe your friend is correct. Perhaps it's best you get back out on the road quickly before we're seen together. Look, you and I did a lot of experiments, and that thing in your chest is one of them. In fact, you're not the only one with it, everyone else. Or at least something similar.
But this group, you're not associated with them anymore?
No, I am. I'm putting on an act because I'm the only one who didn't fall in line. Quote. It was late in our experimentation. The night you presumably died, perhaps you might have lasted, depending on where you went, not important. The others all began acting strangely. And, well, given that you did not start behaving like them, they turned on. Played along well enough to not get their ire, but they didn't take kindly to me helping you. I was barely able to explain it away as an accident.
I'd like to roll insight because something he's saying isn't quite adding up for me.
Sure, go for it.
All he's saying about, acting like he doesn't want to drag me back into this, and he's working on his own, pretending to be part of the group. So why is he asking me to come back, or why was he asking Davi to report back to us if he doesn't want that group to have any information on my whereabouts? I'm gonna roll insight.
Good.
No.
So do you want to roll insight, or do you want to ask him that question and insight his answer?
I'd like that basically. So, it's in other words, summarizing. So, you're not associated with them, you don't want to drag me back into this, but you still want you want us to have information about my whereabouts?
He's gonna lean in. Alright, listen, like I said, I have to put up a front. The others still think I'm with them, and the man who funded the whole thing seems to be, at least in part, behind what's going on with everyone else. And this man has eyes and ears in many, many places. For now, I have to keep putting up the veneer of searching. If I seem to be letting you out again, things are not going to end well for me.
Alright, now, I'll insight check. Well, that's an 8.
You'd be a lot more sure if you could remember any of his speech patterns.
That's a fair point.
He sounds a bit freaked out, but he's already admitted to putting up a
Yeah.
Quite sure.
This is true. So I'll say, look, there's a part of me that wants to trust you, but I don't know. And I can't remember anything. Maybe all of what you're saying is true, but for now I'm going to continue traveling with... They're an odd bunch, but I found them to be mostly trustworthy.
I agree. I wasn't sure. I thought I could keep you out of it, but clearly after stint before you escaped, not so much. If you can travel with them and strengthen numbers and all, then so be it. Just do yourself a favor, try to stay out of the range of anyone wearing that cloak. Keep your head down and don't let on. And if they do find out, for the love of God, watch your back.
One last question. Are we aware of any operation around La Fair?
No, we didn't operate out of
Okay.
the fair.
Just wondering
No,
about this barren fellow. Maybe it's
And
included.
Well, I certainly hope so, but as I mentioned, I don't actually know the nature of a previous benefactor. So I suppose theoretically, but I'm afraid I just can't tell you on that one. But all I do know is whoever it is, I swear to God they see everything.
Noted.
He's gonna look around. Look, as great as it is to see you, and as much as it pains me to say it, you should be going. The longer we stand here with that hood down, the longer we risk them seeing me with you, and then I have to explain how you got away.
I'll put the
So
hood,
go.
Put the hood back up and say, thank you for what it's worth.
Just keep yourself safe out there. But contrary to what you might believe, I don't actually want to bury you.
You watch yourself as well.
Do what I can. Now go.
I'll come back to the group. Alright, that was horribly uncomfortable. Let's get going. I'll just not really even thinking about it, just give Davi a couple pats on the shoulder, like, you did good.
Why? Why are you doing that? Why are you touching me, Cedric? Stop! Don't like that. It's not like I like this, Cedric. God, stop!
I'm just having a weird night.
Well, suppose that makes two of us because I never know what time of day it is, and it's always weird for me.
I guess we'll get going.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Avi, what do you mean you never know what time of day it is?
I don't know. I don't have a clock.
You can still assume the time based on the sun?
That's what they want you to think, Clam.
Avi,
Okay.
do not bring conspiracy theory into this. You can't
Okay.
even tell the difference between animals.
Well, you see, the rich people that live in the trees. And just as you guys are walking and tuning me out, and that's why the horses are going to take over humanity.
Why wouldn't half of us even be worried about that?
That's what the horses want you to think, Edma.
I just on humans.
Oh, well. Guess that sucks for you, Cedric.
What?
Is undead still? I guess he's an undead human. So I guess he's still human. Yeah. Also a zombie.
He's not, though. Zombies are vastly different.
No, that's it. You should really be saying sorry to Zashi.
Why?
What?
The forces
Heard
are
my
going to
name.
take over humanity.
We all know Davi doesn't know the difference between horses and dogs, so he means dogs.
Well, of course I mean horses and dogs. It's basically the same thing.
Davi, I did not ask for your input on that.
And Davi's input is always valuable because he knows some
I'm
things
grateful.
and he knows not other things, but that is why I'm here, to be the straight man.
Davi,
Was it the curvy man?
oh,
The angled man?
Davi, stop! Your opinion isn't always wanted or warranted
But why?
because it is inaccurate.
Davi's
and you
not
refuse- you
inaccurate.
refuse any.
Davi is...
Extremely inaccurate.
No!
If you refuse peer review, how can you expect to be a trustworthy source of information?
Davi is a 45-degree angle of information.
Even a full 90.
You take those words back, Edma.
That's not how that works.
I'll make you take them back!
I do not understand what.
And he's
on
gonna
earth is
run
going
up to
on.
you and hug your legs. Please, Edma, take them back.
She's just gonna keep marching on with you on her leg.
Edma, please! Davi's a 45-degree angle
As
of
they
information!
as the voices trail off in the distance, I'll just turn to Clem and just give a like, thank you, truly.
I'm trying. Though I think you should trust your brother just a little bit more.
We'll see.
Alright, so, as you're all wandering down, after about a good hour of walking down the road, a rustling in part of the foliage over off on the right,
Oh, that was quick.
And aim it towards the foliage.
And
I will stop pouting on Edna's leg and approach the bush.
Be
Um,
careful, I'm aiming my crossbow at it.
And as you approach the bush, jumping through, parting the bushes with the grace and dignity of both a wild animal, jumps Lucky, who starts licking your face.
Oh!
My puffer!
I almost shot you. I'm so sorry.
Hi, Mr. Lucky. How are you doing?
I'll just bend down and give him all the pets and smooches.
Did we bring Lucky with us?
Yeah,
okay.
Lucky came with us.
That's right, I forgot.
Yeah, I never pointed out specifically, but Lucky wasn't with you guys for a little bit. No one said
Yeah, I
anything.
kind of noticed, but didn't really know how to like reintegrate him naturally without me being like, "Oh, where's my dog?"
Where's
That is-
my dog
Where
at?
is Wolf?
Where's my wolf dog?
And he is gonna enjoy your scritches, but then he's going to bounce up, pull away, go back into the foliage, and he's just going to drag out, tail wagging 1,000,000 miles a minute, this young deer carcass.
Oh,
And he is
how
going
rotten
to,
is it?
not very. It actually
Wag-
not at all. This thing looks
wagging,
like he
wagging
killed
a
him
million miles a
10 minutes
minute.
ago.
He drags an interdimensional assassin who's hypocritical and blows up boats out in front of
I was
us.
gonna say,
Oh
if,
God,
if,
please no, don't.
Look, man,
if
it
Dallas
grants
can call
wishes.
Siggy a dog, then Lucky can be a dog.
Lucky could be a dog.
Lucky's a dog. If it wags and is happy to see people, dog.
He
Pupper.
will drag it in front of all of you and just sit down looking
Hi.
extensively pleased with himself.
That is my foot you just had bonked.
You did a good job, Mr. Lucky. You can hunt for yourself. It's a very good skill to have.
I think he was hunting for us. Collectively.
Wow, it's pretty good.
As Clem says that, he just kind of, like he just looks down at this sizable chunk taking out of the back of the neck and then looks up and starts panting again.
I'm gonna pat him on the head and give him that good boy.
How long do we think this trek is going? How long do we think this trek is going to take since we're walking?
Oh God, what would our estimate be?
Well, Mizran was about 2.5 days by foot.
There's a cat on my lap. I don't know if you saw that. Cat on
I
my
saw
lap
the
and I was
tail.
painting.
I saw the tail just barely. Hi, buddy.
Are you bothering me because you're
Oh,
hungry?
You're in your chair. Okay, I'm not going to bother you. So Mizran was about 2.5, so I'm not going to claim I drew that map to. Yeah, so here.
Mizran was 2.5 on a cart.
No, Mizran was just under 1 on the way back with the cart.
Oh.
Yeah, it was 2.5 on foot on the way there.
We
So
also
from
left
Thorn
from
to
Faros though, so.
That's also true. You did also leave from Forest, so Lavinia's probably a day and a half by foot.
Oh, that's not terrible.
No, it's not too bad. The cities aren't. Well, this city isn't too far from Salorn. Also, Lucky's back leg starts pounding the ground when you're scritching him.
Good. Good dog. Perfect creature. Why are you sniffing my foot? Cats, swear to God.
So, I mean, what would you all like to do with this deer carcass, if anything?
I'll start taking it apart a little bit, at least keep some of the meat.
Yeah, I'll help get it and get the meat.
And whatever I don't take, I'll drag back over into the woods to, rot and feed the trees.
Did it have any antlers?
Does it have any antlers?
Yeah.
Small ones. It looks on the younger side.
Not worthwhile.
All right. It doesn't take you too long to get a couple good chunks of meat off of this thing. No, you're good.
And then
you drag it back to the woods though, and Lucky bounds over to it, looks down at it.
you cut out it, down at it.
Looks down at it, back up at you, tilts his head to the side, then grabs it and starts pulling.
We don't need that much. If you want to feed yourself the rest of the way, go ahead.
And he grabs it and just starts dragging it along.
No. Leave it.
He tilts his head.
Leave it. I'll gently pull it out of his mouth and put it on the ground. I'll pack where I put the meat that I took and be like, leave it. We're going.
He seems confused, but doesn't pick it back up.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. It's more gray. Shit. Is it more gray? Yes, it is. The whole thing's more gray. Don't mind me.
Do you guys plan on setting up camp on this trip?
If it's gonna take a day, then yeah.
Some point, yes.
Yeah.
I'd like to be sure. I've met groups who don't, for some reason. That was always interesting.
Can get levels of exhaustion.
Usually, yeah.
Oh, weirdos. Hi.
Look, I DM for some proper idiots sometimes. All right. About when would you like to set up camp? It's already about 9 p.m.
Maybe start now if it's gonna be dark.
Yeah.
Is that okay with everyone else?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right, so you guys start setting up camp. What is everyone's passive perception again? I know I really should have this written down at this point.
13.
12.
11.
12.
14.
14. Okay.
Where's IL when you need him?
Right? Where's
Well, I
our...
think was also a higher level than us.
Also true, but looking at things, noticing things, was IL's specialty.
He had what was his passive? 23 or something?
It was something ridiculous.
It was up there by the time we stopped. It was in the 20s, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I can check.
Can you check? I got rid of him.
Oh, never mind then.
So,
Do
I had
that.
to replace Bird Boy with Zeshi, fortunately.
So,
So,
what was that noise, Quinn?
I don't know.
Oh, champs.
I don't know what noise I made.
Alright, so, given that and the rolls, as you're all setting up camp, Davi, you're the first to notice. Off in the distance, on a hill that resides, not a mountain, you swear you can see this bizarre, dark-colored building sitting atop, but flickering, as if it was some sort of mirage.
Okay. I suppose I will. I guess I'll get within 5 feet of it.
No, like off in the distance on a
Oh,
hill.
off in the distance.
Yeah, sorry, I should have been more clear. It's off in the distance.
It's I'll make everyone aware of it if they can, if they can see it too.
Okay. For the rest of you, as Davi points out toward flickering, it's hard to tell from the distance, but the large angular design and some of the architecture, it almost looks like some kind of religious building, a chapel maybe? Quite a large one.
Am I going to have to burn that down?
Probably not.
I would think not. But the
Well, I
flickering's
mean-
a little...
I burned down one before, so what's
Just
one
because it's a
more?
chapel does not mean it needs to be burnt down, but I am concerned about the flickering aspect of it.
Patches has entered the chat.
Is that not what we do with that? Alright, I suppose I'll make my way over to it. I suppose we'll see what's going on, and then we'll decide whether or not we burn it to the ground.
And as you're discussing, Davi, as you turn back to start walking towards it, it's there.
Oh, I guess it just burned itself down. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
That's concerning.
See? All you have to do is talk about it, and the chapel just goes poof, gone like that.
No,
Or maybe
I-
it got nervous and ran away.
Davi, I think that was something... That's something much more unusual than...
Maybe it burned itself down.
That's
Mm,
not
if it
normal.
burned itself down, there'd be remnants of it. This just looks like it disappeared from reality.
I'm still going with the it burned itself down really, really good.
Could've been a-
Alright.
Meanwhile, over at the chapel, a small elf girl sneezes. A small elf pyromaniac sneezes.
And there'd also be a lot of smoke, which I do not see any, even though it is dark.
Thinking illusion? Actually, I can't think of any other explanation. Big illusion, though. Big for an illusion.
Fair.
Very big for an illusion.
All right, now that
Very
we're all
powerful illusion.
hallucinating, can we go to bed now?
What?
I said, now that we're all hallucinating, can we go to bed now?
No, I heard you. I'm not hallucinating.
Did you not see it?
I saw
I
it.
was talking to
I don't
Zeshi.
think it's a hallucination. Oh.
I saw it.
Well,
Look, to Zeshi, that could just be a side effect of caffeine withdrawal. She doesn't.
That is a valid point.
Zeshi, I saw it, and then proceeds to look at the unicorn prancing across the screen.
That's
oh god. Zeshi can see the fourth wall.
Zeshi, yeah, Zeshi. No, what happens is Zeshi looks at the tree and sees that it's not a tree.
And then looks at us.
Yeah,
Us.
everybody else looking at the chapel, the tree, and the trench coat. Why are you looking at me?
Oh
I'm
god.
just a tree. I don't know why you're looking at me. Plenty of trees around here. It's very normal.
One of these days, she's just gonna like splash her face in a pond to look down and
And what?
Let's see what.
it's just gonna be Tyler.
It's just gonna be tired.
She's just gonna see Tyler reflected back at her and be like, "What the fuck? Who was that?"
Who the fuck?
I mean, I'm not opposed
fuck was
to
that?
getting some sleep. That is a bit unnerving, though.
I should still figure out who's doing, watch.
Watch,
I
was
guess I'll
gonna
go
ask if
first.
there was a watch.
actually,
What are you going to watch?
Out.
Sleep.
That's
I need to
kind
use the
of
restroom real quick. I'll be
creepy,
back.
but in an endearing way.
Creepy how, Davi? We're making sure nobody attacks us in our sleep.
It's okay. I'll make sure that if a bear shows up, he's fed to it first.
I don't.
What? No! I can't wrestle the bear from its
We don't
stomach.
actually need. We don't actually.
I'd love
need
to watch you
watches.
try.
We don't. We don't.
What do
need,
you mean?
We don't need shifts. I don't need to sleep. I'll just.
Oh.
I'll just keep watch.
Alright. I suppose that's fair enough.
Wow, you don't need to sleep, Cedric. That's so lame. So
Make
lame.
sure you don't die. Good night,
Again.
and I'll just lay down.
I'll engage that conversation another time.
Well, I'm gonna go find a sizable rock and bring it back over to where we're all sleeping and set it down and then just bend myself like kind of like a U over it and you'll just hear my back crack like, oh yeah, that's it right there. And then he's just gonna conk the fuck out on the rock.
I guess we are waiting for Ethan. Oh, speak of the devil. We remembered that Cedric does not need to sleep and therefore can stay up all night to watch. No. Can you hear us?
Yeah, sorry, I was adjusting my pop filter.
Oh, okay.
So you are going to be taking the entire watch there, Cedric?
Yeah.
That makes sense. You don't even have to go into shutdown mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't no Warforged.
Alright.
You ain't no bitch.
Wait.
I need to spend 4... What is it? I need to spend 4 hours in an inactive, motionless state, during which I retain my consciousness.
Is it 4 consecutive hours? Or at least, 4 hours out of the day?
I think it's probably similar... I'm guessing it's similar rules to actual long rest, where you can take, an hour break in the middle of that to do light activity.
Yeah, that's what I would assume. It's kind of tangential to meditation.
So 4 collective hours, not 4 consecutive hours.
Yeah, but I don't think you can do an hour.
They have to be mostly
Or
consecutive.
on,
There's just
off.
There's a little wiggle room.
Yeah.
Okay, if we get interrupted, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, unless it's uninterrupted. If we have combat, then I probably have to start over. But still, I only need 4 hours, while the rest of you need 8. So either way. All
right.
Just have Sally keep watch. Sally doesn't need to sleep.
I can't see through Sally's eyes yet.
Well, neither does Stickbird.
Dobby's just going to wake up for a moment, grab Stickbird, and toss it at you, Cedric. Just toss Stickbird at you. There you go. Stickbird doesn't need to sleep either, Cedric. The two of you can be buddies and keep watch. Okay, I'm gonna...
Yeah, and I think you missed it, Ethan, but Dobby's currently conked out on a rock.
That sounds about right.
Once everyone else has gone to sleep, I'm just going to sort of nervously poke at Stickbird and hold him up. Hello?
What, Quinn?
I just
just hello?
It's there's a part of me that wonders of Cedric that wonders if Stickford is actually sentient. I assume he gets no response.
Well, Cedric hears no response, but in the period of time stop, there's an entire lecture.
Yes.
Yeah, there's the time stop. Stickbird considers his options, walks down to a library, reads some books, comes back and decides,
Yep.
not today.
Yep. Can't reveal himself yet. That's endgame.
Stickbird beats the final boss by himself.
Yep.
Stickbird just casts Meteor Storm.
No, Stickbird casts Time Stop. Final boss, I've come to bargain.
I've come to bargain.
Anyway, I will keep watching.
That's how all the campaigns are going to end. At the end, everyone's just going to find a med, summon Stickbird, and Stickbird just kills the boss for it.
Yep.
Until the final campaign where Stickbird is the final boss.
That's unwinnable.
Yeah.
That's unwinnable.
No, Geraldo might be able to win that.
I think
That's gonna be
that universe gets deleted if Geraldo and Victor ever go face to face.
That's like dividing by 0. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, I'm not sure
That's just because you guys
Geraldo
aren't-
is interested, is the thing.
Real
You know,
plot twist.
he's more of an observer.
Stickbird is Geraldo.
Nah.
Oh god, no, that would also delete the universe, but by means of infinity instead.
Now, Stickbird is an excellent answer to Butterball, though.
Fireball.
That's all I'm
Just gonna
saying.
start listing off all the memes from our campaigns.
There are a number of them.
There are. Anyway.
But as you understand, the final showdown between Stickbird and Geraldo must take place in the bread hut.
Of course.
Well, what other arena could there be? Now, it is very important that Spine River has yet to locate this arena.
Oh god.
Well, because they're there, that's why he can't find it.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
why
he
he's
could
hunting
get
for a
close.
bread hut,
Oh,
not because bread
specifically
fantasies.
Geraldo. Specifically because Geraldo's in the bread hut, it's unfindable.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Unless you're Stickbird.
Stickbird
This
can
is
go
some
there
next
because
level
he stopped
conspiracy.
time, So by the
No.
time he's there, Geraldo can't get away or disguise himself.
I'm not gonna lie. Things are gonna get even more hectic once
Once what?
Once what?
Lancelot gets evolved.
Oh,
I don't
no.
Oh god.
Lancelot is on Stickbird's arm.
Oh, ooh.
Wait, hold on. I mean, yeah, sure, Lancelot, but the hut's made out of bread.
Hmm. Oh.
You know who's gonna be there?
At least some of it is
Yeah.
going to be stale at that point. Then you'll have an entire
A buffet.
baka to deal
Entire
with.
stale bread hut.
Why do you think Lancelot's there? He's there to acquire the greatest stale bread for his friend.
This guy.
It's an auto summon. It automatically summons Baka.
This is the ultimate
This is how
showdown
I'm
right here.
imagining it, alright. Stickbird. Oh no. Geraldo. Oh no. Baka breaks through the wall.
I'm done.
Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White. Not by then, Holy Black Knight. Okay, anyway.
Jam.
Alright, so, Cedric, why don't you give me a perception check for...
I will do that. I'm not trained in perception, but they have a bonus.
You have a bonus. Those eyeballs in your head are still there.
That is going to be an 11, Chief.
An 11. You don't notice anything at first.
Now roll for Stickbird's perception.
Well,
Well,
Stickbird,
that's no.
it's a given that Stickbird sees everything, he just can't communicate it.
Unless it's with Davi directly.
Look, we're not here to break the game. If I had Stickbird roll, he'd probably find out who my final boss is, where they are, despite the fact that they're not even supposed to be findable.
Yeah, you just pull out. It's like a roll of Stickbird dice, grabs a d20, and all of it just says 99 on every side.
It just says yes.
Yes.
So I don't see anything at first.
But you don't see anything. You don't notice anything at first. What you do hear, this off in the distance, despite the clear skies, is what sounds like thunder and lightning.
Storm.
Tundo and whitening.
It's in the distance, you said?
It's in the distance. It seems to be originating that way, where you guys are heading.
Where we're heading.
Or at least off in that general direction.
I'm gonna watch and wait for now and only take action if it gets closer.
Okay. Could you make me a second perception check for the second half of the rest?
Sure thing. Let's try this die. That's better. 15.
15. So... One thing you do notice is that while not getting closer, that thunder and lightning, now that you've noticed it, it is constant. Like, there's quiet moments, as, any storm would have, but it never seems to get further away. It doesn't seem to be getting any closer. But it's always there.
I don't suppose I can tell how far away with that roll.
You are not certain, but you have a feeling that it is, at the very least, if this continues, you'll probably run into it either in Lavinia, or on your way to La Fair, as it is in that direction.
Fair enough. I'll note it and let it be.
All right. And then a few hours later, about 6-ish hours into your companion's rest.
Which means I already have my full long rest at this point.
Precisely. You do hear cartwheels creaking down the road.
Since I am fully rested, I will do what I can to look in that direction and see what's going on.
So,
Trying to be subtle if possible.
why don't you give me a stealth check? Let's see how subtle you are.
Sure thing. I do have disadvantage because of my armor.
You do. You did not partake in tactical nudity, so I am going to have to impose.
So that's going to be a 4, unfortunately.
You should have just got
A 4.
It's really that simple.
So you peek your head out from around one of the trees, briefly lose your balance. You catch yourself, but you stumble out from behind the tree.
Bloody armor.
And from down the road, maybe at this point 30 feet from you, you see a single horse pulling a carriage and no driver.
Debating whether I want to wake everyone up. Well, by the long rest rules, as long as we don't get into combat, everyone should be able to get back to sleep. So I'll start shaking people awake.
Okay. Anyone in particular you want to start with, or just everyone?
I'll start with Clem.
Oh,
Sure.
okay.
Weird shit is happening. Potentially.
Weird shit?
Uh,
Potentially weird shit. What weird shit?
Cart, with no driver.
Reverse bandits? I'm gonna get up and go look at it.
I'm gonna wake everyone else up. Hopefully nothing, but I figured better safe than sorry.
As Clem walks away, Lucky's ears kind of shoot up. He kind of looks up, yawns, gives a big old stretch, and trots by.
I'll give him a scritch if he approaches by my side.
He
To
will.
walk by my side.
He does.
Cool.
And he is very happy about more scritches. You see what Cedric saw. The cart appears to be in decent shape. The horse is still pulling it and seems uninjured. But there is no driver.
I'm going to try and calmly approach the horse to stop it.
Could you roll me animal handling?
Sure. Peel's here. Animal handling. Oh, it's all the way up there. Let's see. 16, 17, 18, 19.
Alright, you manage to come up and sort of get in front of the horse, put your hands up, and it slowly comes to a stop and just looks at you.
What you pulling there, bud? And I'll just kind of pat him on the face and, just soothe him.
Mm-hmm. The rest of you do wake up, by the way, as Cedric nudges all of you.
Oh, I was wrong about the long rest rules. It's 6 hours sleep and no more than 2 hours of light activity, and can be interrupted by an hour of fighting or similar.
Oh.
Good to know. At the very least, that means everyone's at least done their sleep portion and move portion, which, as of the moment, this does count as.
Yep.
But yeah, Cedric will wake you all up and fill you in on what he's seen.
Anyone else coming up?
I guess so.
I'm just gonna wait by the horse for the time being. Keep it calm.
Well,
Okay.
Till everyone else investigates.
Cedric, do you hand Stickbart back to Davi when you wake him up?
Yes. I will say, Stickfoot was an excellent watch companion. And
Of course he was. Stickbird sees everything, Cedric. And he'll just kind of lean in up towards Cedric's face. Everything. And then he'll put him back on his back.
That's not scary at all.
How ominous. How ominous.
God.
Oh, good lord. Alright, so, Edma, you walk up. The cart has stopped, and Clem is standing there, gently stroking the horse's muzzle.
So has anyone checked in the carriage yet?
No, I've just kept it stopped if you want to go in and take a look for yourself.
Sounds good. I'm just gonna clap it.
Okay. So, you poke your head in, and the first thing you notice is there are mushrooms just growing out of the wood of this cart.
This feels familiar. I'm gonna start looking around the cart for a big tall lady with mushrooms on a staff.
Oh, she killed everybody. She killed the people in this fucking cart. I'm calling it right now.
oh fuck.
She's a murderer.
So, you do find a few boxes among the mushrooms, which most of the crates, not terribly big, but also have some kind of fungus growth. And no people inside.
In the crates.
Okay. Can you make me a Constitution save?
Oh god.
Oh, good.
I can do that.
Not the mushrooms. Edmund, no.
Okay.
He's dead, man.
The mod 21.
I was gonna say,
Mod
that's
21.
Good Constitution.
Who would have guessed? The giant fighter.
Wait, the best Constitution in the party is fucking Zeshi?
She is the best witch.
I mean, fair.
Why do you even have an addiction at this point, honestly?
Because, well, think about it. If she has a high constitution to resist addiction, and she still got addicted.
Oh my god. That's a lot of coffee.
That's a lot of coffee. So as you crack one of these crates open, the first thing that happens, a bunch of spores just kind of shoot out around from the opening.
Well,
It sends you into a mild coughing fit for a few seconds before it settles down. And you see inside what looks, you think that is supposed to be fruits and vegetables. There is various mold growing all over them now.
Yeah, this is definitely her handiwork. I'm gonna
What are you
contact
talking
her.
about in there?
You remember that big, tall traveler lady? She had the mushrooms on her.
I'm outside. You're gonna have
Yeah,
to
I just said I was walking out. I just
Oh, okay.
got out. Yeah, her.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mushrooms everywhere in there. I'm going to assume she played a role in this.
Played a role in. Well, maybe.
She's
Just
another
because there's
person.
mushrooms doesn't mean she's involved.
Was the mushroom lady?
There's plenty of other people out there that deal in mushroom-related things.
Look,
Let's not make
I
assumptions.
believe what I believe. You're not going to convince me of otherwise. Do you have a better guess? Give me a better guess.
Well, we don't have much information to go off of other than
With
mushrooms.
the information I have, I believe that she might be responsible for whatever happened
I'm
here.
not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying don't jump to conclusions quite
I
yet.
think her
Let's
point
jump
is
to conclusions right now immediately. So it's the mushroom lady.
I think her point is that we can't possibly know everyone who works with mushrooms. Although I will admit, I wouldn't be surprised if it is her.
Right.
What? She's not everyone who works with mushrooms?
Probably
She's
not.
not.
She has. I would assume she has a clientele.
Look, fine. If we meet a second big mushroom lady, then I'll believe it.
Why
I
does
don't
that
want to
feel
meet
weird?
more of them. I only want there to be one. Big ladies are scary, Edma.
Really?
Yes!
Edma's a big lady.
Ah!
I'm going to punt you across this forest.
What, me or Davi?
Davi, why would I punt you, clown?
I don't know. He seems so hostile towards me all the time.
I think that's just how she is naturally.
Blaming it on genetics, that's a little much, but alright.
Look, if a lion sees part of a goat, and it's kind of like, yo, that looks like, oh, that's not a full goat, all I'm saying.
No, it was the chickens that confused you more. Not the chickens, birds. Davi confused you the most.
It's true. That's true.
Davi's a chicken.
Well,
No, you're thinking of a war criminal.
Edma did not think.
What more criminal?
All I know is Steve.
Showed up.
All I know is Steve.
It's just, oh, there's no war criminal, only Steve.
What?
When you appeared at me.
Alright, well, what should we do with this cart?
Fuck if I know.
Well, you know the
We
rule.
shouldn't use it. I almost died.
If we get rid of if we get rid of all the mushrooms, we could keep it, you know.
Could we keep it? Someone might recognize it, and the horse.
We could keep the
If
horse.
they recognize it, we can ask what it is. We can just say we found it. If they don't believe us, then
We might as well clear it of most of the mushrooms, leave a few for evidence's sake, and if someone in Lavinia recognizes the cart, we'll hand it back. I'm not exactly up for stealing.
finders keepers. It looks more lost than.
Edma,
Yeah.
someone back in the town may own it.
Well, it's not really stealing for just borrowing it until they need it
Hence,
again.
we remove the mushrooms and bring it back. See if we can
And
find the
then we'll hop
owner.
in and start moving mushrooms.
You should probably wear like gloves or something.
Yeah, I'm not hopping in until those mushrooms are out of there. My last experience with them was not
Oh,
good.
okay. So it's fine to risk my life, but not yours.
You're obviously better at handling those things than I am. You could still, cover your mouth with something.
She's just gonna keep carelessly getting rid of all the mushrooms.
So you're just gonna start plucking them off the wood and just throwing them around?
No, you
Throwing
know what?
them
I'll
out.
take out my sword and I'll try and cut them and toss them with the sword.
Okay. You just tossing them out of the cart behind you?
Yeah. Does someone want to bury those so that they're not out for critters to eat?
Alright.
Sure.
As you say that, Lucky's already going over it.
No, do not eat those.
Lucky, no.
No.
Clem, these don't look like the same kind of mushrooms you have in your possession. Or you have one.
Oh yeah, that's right. Did she only have the one, or didn't she have like a couple different ones?
She had a couple.
Do any of them look like the ones she had?
A little, yeah, just not like the one she gave you. And it doesn't look like the one she was eating.
Fine, I still.
Might be a
Go
different
for it.
trademark of a different
A
poison.
different mushroom killer, of course.
Well, you have to assume there can't just be one, whether you think it's her or not.
2
How
mushroom
can you
kills.
isn't her? What evidence do you have that it's not her? It could
Proof
go
of
either
burden
way.
is not on me, darling. Or sorry, burden of proof.
Proof of burden.
Shut up, it's late.
I'm sorry.
Don't make fun of my square-brainedness.
Look, I make fun of everyone's square-brainedness, including my own. So, all said and done, at least with the mushrooms, Edma, you end up cutting about 30 of these suckers off.
Oh yeah, and then for the boxes, I'm just gonna take them and heave them out. I'm not clearing those boxes out.
Who's standing near the cart?
What?
I mean, I'm a little ways away from the cart.
Throwing it out the back of the car.
I'm kind of giving it a... I'm staying up by the horse, honestly.
All right. So you can all hear as this first, the crack and breaking of wood as the first crate just get dumpstered out the back.
Okay, goodbye.
And a whole bunch of spores just shoot into the air.
That looks sick.
The cloud increases upon the second box being tossed.
Yo, mushroom boss, let's go.
Yo, mushroom boss, let's go.
Look, I'm not saying it won't happen, just it's not happening at this very moment.
There are
It's after the third crate. My bad.
After the third fucking Ash Lake music from Dark Souls.
I mean, yeah, the cloud does increase with the third crate of very moldy vegetation.
Yeah, I'm gonna step back.
How
Yeah,
many
Clem, this spore cloud is starting to creep up on the front of the cart.
I'm gonna start pulling the horse forward to like clear away from the cloud.
I don't think he can hear you, RJ. Okay, yeah, you can get the horse to kind of pull, and Edmo, you feel a little jostle as the cart starts to move.
I'm done with these crates and go back to bed. I haven't even stretched.
This goes on for the 8 crates that were in there, and there is now just all of this spore fog just hanging out on the path.
Doesn't one of us... Tyler, don't you have gust?
I
He
do.
does.
Use it. Get the spores out of the frickin' pathway. We're heading that way anyway, aren't we?
Yes, you are
Yeah.
heading that way.
Okay,
Yeah.
Gust. Forward. What is up with my brain right now?
Gust, go.
I don't know, man, but look, it makes sense for Zetchi. She just I can see her just.
Oh,
That
go
way.
gadget.
Yes.
Go Gadget, first degree murder.
Oh my god, Inspector Gadget's an artificer.
Oh, no.
More of a Warforged.
Yeah, Zetchi
Yeah.
just like points forward
Oh, he's
and
an artificer
the
with
cane
armor.
just like blows.
He's not one who built himself, though.
No, wait, you're right. Yeah, he's robot.
Okay, yeah, Zeshi manages to blow the spores and disperse them out into tree line as opposed to them. Now it's just the broken wood and moldy vegetation hanging out in the path. And the mushrooms.
Not the mushrooms.
Yes, the mushrooms!
No, not the mushrooms!
Yes, the mushrooms!
No!
Yes! So how would you all like to proceed then?
No, the mushrooms?
Yes, the mushrooms!
No! Not the mushrooms.
Oh!
Yes!
We're reaching levels
Yes!
of mushrooms that shouldn't be possible.
When the mushroom is impossible.
I guess I'll, lead the horse to turn the cart around and then just climb in and nudge Zeshi up to the front. Since Zeshi's the one out of all of us that knows how to drive this fucking thing.
And she is the least awake.
Yo,
I'm gonna
drive
sit
the
next to
cart.
her to kind of help correct her,
Yes,
but also learn at the same time.
It's actually just on autopilot, just gets in and just
Okay, let's go. Alright, Lucky opts to trot alongside the cart.
He's a wolf. He can't run fast.
Yeah,
He can come in on.
he could come in, but he feels like stretching his legs right now.
He
Alright, that's
does
fair.
what he desires, and he desires to run.
That's
like
valid.
the wolf that he is.
Hey, it doesn't need to run yet. You guys aren't going that fast. Yet.
Yo,
Why do I take initial D music?
kick this dog into high gear.
While we're, heading back towards that way, I'm gonna keep my eye out for anything,
Starts drifting.
weird. As in where
Yo,
this
you
may
ever
have
see a wolf
happened or come from.
drift?
Could you make me a perception check, Clem?
Sure.
I'd ask, you know what, Zeshi, can you make me one with disadvantage?
disadvantage. Yeah, sure. Hold on. Perception, you said?
Yes. As you are still up in front of the cart, just decaffeinated.
21.
21.
All right. It was either a 19 or a 6. I'm going to with disadvantage. That's a 6.
That's a 6. All right.
You had a
Oh, wait,
brief
no, I'm
moment of
not.
clarity and you missed it.
So Zeshi is right now on full autopilot and just driving the cart. That's what she's being told to do, and she's not in the mood for arguing.
Zeshi turns to Clem, citizen, remain calm.
Oh god, she's channeling voices.
Why are you putting drugs in your coffee? What on earth are you on right now?
Did she eat the mushroom?
She.
Did you eat any of those mushrooms?
Unclear. I wasn't being done here.
Unclear.
Alright, you just, and I'm gonna pat your back. You just keep driving.
That is
I
not-
got a 21, by the way.
Yeah, I heard you. So with a 21, about 10 minutes down, you notice up ahead there's a couple of people just flat out lying on the ground, and if guys, they're persons. The guy's
Sorry,
poking
I heard
around,
flat out lying on the ground that you cut out, so now I'm confused.
and some more people standing over them, kind of patting them down and look at some of the stuff around.
I'm gonna kind of pat on Zeshi to stop the cart.
So she's just gonna
Cart, dead people.
Cart, stop.
cart, stop.
Cease.
I'm gonna kind of poke my head in the back and be like, "There's folks patting down dead bodies."
Desecrating the dead.
I wasn't gonna have this happen, but when you
I'm
said,
gonna hop out of the cart.
What did you say, Tyler?
I was just gonna say I'm not gonna have this happen, but when you said cease, I was just like cart, stop, cease to exist, shatter.
Cease to exist. Later, Zeshi just blinks. I said what?
I do not.
Yeah, then you smashed the whole fucking cart with one hand. I don't know how you did it. Hi, baby girl.
Does not vibe with this universe.
Come
Yeah,
here.
you guys, man, that's an expensive price for renting a car. Let's just go on foot. Hey, a cart, Zeshi? No.
Oh.
Cease resistance. She's purring.
Aw.
Hi.
Okay, so that's Edmund stepping out of the cart. Anyone else?
Y'all get out.
Okay.
You're so good.
The potential looters don't seem to notice any of you at the...
I will walk up. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, boys.
Hello, boys.
They're
What
going to
might
come
you
in.
be doing?
Lovely evening to be looting the dead, is it not?
They're just going to look up. Ah! Oh, shit, you're big.
Yes, very. Now
Now that you have their
what are
attention,
you
Clem's
doing with
gonna
these bodies
out of
here?
time. Hey! What are you doing? From the cart.
Hey, look, Lion, Miss Lion. Yeah, listen, we were here first. Dibs. Dibs.
You can't call dibs on a dead body. What are you, 5?
I mean, technically, I do that for a living.
But you get
Yeah, so we
permission.
can call
But
dibs.
she gets permission from them first.
Yes, she goes to the proper channel.
That's still technically
that?
calling dibs.
Is there mushrooms on
I'm
the
saying
body?
they haven't gotten permission.
On the bodies when you guys got here?
Yeah, they haven't gotten the proper permission. Come on.
Mushrooms on them? No.
Okay. What did you find on their bodies?
I'm gonna jump down and head towards them.
They kind of look amongst themselves as just like, how much do we say?
If you don't tell me the whole truth, I'm going to cut out one of your tongues one by one.
Wouldn't it be
Oh!
all of their tongues?
You be quiet.
Edma, roll intimidation.
Jesus Christ. You're muted. Oh, you are.
13!
What?
13!
13. Well, okay. Well, we found a pocket knife, some shoe polish, I think a letter from one of their mothers, some bread, some money.
I'm
Not a
going
lot.
to approach one of the bodies and just kind of start examining it to see if I
Mhm.
can determine cause of death.
Sure. Give me a medicine check.
Yeah, okay. Medicine. Medicine. That's a nat 20, sir. 25.
25. And the one guy's gonna just keep kind of rambling to Edma. Some pocket lint, some twine.
Why did you take lint?
We didn't take the lint, we just found lint. You don't take lint.
But that's fine.
I mean, unless you're into lint. Look, we're not here to judge.
Davi secretly putting lint away in his pocket, embarrassed.
That surprised me. He doesn't
Clem, as this man is rambling very mundane pocket items off to Edma, at first the people seem generally unharmed. You don't see any sort of cuts, no bruising, but after some examination, you find out all of their throats have slammed shut.
Like we're crushed?
No, like the inside of their throats have full on constricted.
Oh, like they went into anaphylactic shock.
One could say that. And I found some paper, some ink.
Right. Hand me the letter. I want to
How did they die? Do you know?
I already asked. He didn't.
We don't know. We found them. And what did you say, Alice?
I
Hand me
sent the letter from the mother. I would like to at least be able to try and tell their family that they're dead.
I mean, it's not... Okay, it's not addressed, but yeah, sure, here you go. He hands you a note that is clearly already open.
I I guess I'll read it to see if there's any information so that I could at least give these dead people some kind of peace.
So, surprisingly, yes, there is a little. And by a little, I mean there's one very specific place, name dropped. It does say in it, like as it's going through, it's a lot of the, "Hi sweetheart, how are you doing? I hope things are going well. I know the man has gone wild and some bandits are usual. Do be careful. The next time you're in Griffin Springs, do remember to pay your uncle a visit. I'd just like to see you again."
Griffin Springs.
I will throw that up. Take it away. So we beat up these young men for desecrating these dead bodies.
Desecrated? Look, they're not
I
using
wasn't
this.
asking you, Davi, Clementine. What are we thinking?
I can overlook the looting if you help me give them a proper burial.
What, us?
Yes.
Fine.
I'll find a decent spot off to the side and start making, little headstones out of things. Twining sticks and whatnot.
The three looters will just start digging where you tell them to dig.
This is some funny karmic shit, honestly.
Yeah, grumbling and mumbling the whole time, just like, "Hey, you come across a Frisian, and some weirdos show up. Fucking, what are these guys? A fucking church? Motherfucking.
Can I roll perception to try and hear this guy?
Sure, why not?
Hi, baby girl.
Perception.
You're so good. Yes,
How's
you are. You're really
19
good.
plus 4?
Pretty good, yeah. You can make out the majority of what he's saying.
So what I'll say to him is, "Will you notice, say, man, there's no free lunch, and because there's no free lunch, there's no free looting the dead bodies. So get digging."
He's gonna turn to the other guys. Over under on these guys having looted dead bodies. Yeah. Oh, they definitely have. Yep. And they just go back to digging.
For us, is a dead body.
Question: when I was reading the note, just for my notes because I wasn't quite paying attention, was there a name mentioned for the uncle?
No, the uncle was not named.
Not named. Fantastic. So I'm looking for a uncle in Griffin's.
However, the letter itself is addressed to a... I'm sorry, I looked over and I thought part of that rolled up rug in the next room was my dog in an odd pose for a brief second.
Keep posing.
My
that
dog
is
is.
just
What the dog doing?
what the dog doing? No, that is just a rug. The dog has probably found his way.
Butt on a dog.
Why is
Oh,
my dog?
on a
Why is
dog.
my dog a posing in 50 feet in the air?
It turned on.
Anyway, the letter is addressed to an Alvin. So, not the name of the uncle, but the name of the recipient.
Just look over Clementine. We have another reason to be stopping by Griffin Springs. One of these guys' family members is there. The only person I could find amongst what they had. I would like their family.
I thought we were stopping in Lavinia. Now it's Griffin Springs.
Lavinia is after Griffin Springs.
Ah, well, alright.
Adding a stop.
Yes.
If you say so.
Wait, you guys are going to Griffin Springs first? I thought you were stopping in Lavinia
No,
then.
Lavinia first, Griffin Springs second. I was
Oh, okay. You said
You
Lavinia.
said Griffin Springs or Lavinia is on the way. Griffin Springs first. I don't know. I'm confused.
I think there was just a small misspeak. All right.
Yeah.
So after about 30 minutes, they've got the holes dug, and they're like, "So are we like free to go? Can we keep our tongues now? Like, is this satisfactory?"
Keeping your tongues was
but-
contingent on whether or not you told the truth, or at least said anything. I appreciate you helping me dig these holes, though. That way I don't have to at least make my friends really angry at you and potentially harm you.
Oh, good. Well, we found the ringleader. That's nice.
Am I a ringleader?
Davi is the ringleader
You
because
can tell your friends to get really angry and kill us.
Well, I think
Davi
really any of us
is-
could tell any of us to get really angry, and it would happen because we're friends.
That's not true. Your driver's asleep.
She's an exception. She's always asleep.
That's it.
That's
If
my,
it weren't for
that's my
us, she would
secret
kill
cat.
something.
They're gonna look at you, Edmund. One's gonna go. The word you're thinking of is dead.
No, that's the other one.
What?
The other one.
I'm a dead
What
body.
does-
I have opinions about these things. Please
What
don't
does-
desecrate my
What
fellows.
does Davi get to be? Davi wants to be something. What does he
You're
get?
the small giant.
One's gonna look over and say, First off, you're alive. Second off, even if you were dead, a dead person's not a race. Don't go acting like you're all high and being dead.
I want to like step into where they can see me in better light and be like,
This isn't
"Hi."
defensive, Paul. Oh, Lola.
They're just gonna look at you, look at the holes they dug, look at you. So you're getting in.
Not yet.
We'll put her in.
Well,
No,
you're
the
dead.
actually dead
Watch
ones are
your
getting in.
tongue
He's only
or
mostly
lose it.
dead.
Well, he's not dead if he doesn't want to get in the hole.
It's only
think
mostly
these dead
dead.
bodies-
Nobody. These
Why
Ethan.
is
These guys to Cedric. Okay, get in.
Okay, get in.
I was gonna say this is starting to turn into a Monty Python sketch, or like two Monty Python sketches, and I'm not sure which one. There's a little dead parrot, and there's a little I'm getting better from Holy Grail.
I'm not
Both
dead.
combined. Anybody want a sandwich while I'm here?
I would,
yes,
but we haven't figured
absolutely.
out how to send food through
It's gonna be
Discord.
ham and cheese.
It's more like a ham and cheese.
What kind of cheese? I might shit myself.
Colby Jack.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The shitting.
cheese.
That's speaking.
So they're gonna turn to you again, Clem. So like, can we go now? You guys are weird. Like, we did what you asked. We
Yes,
No.
get out of here.
You guys are
Hold
weird.
on. You take off your left boot. You take off your right boot. Switch them.
What?
Take off your left boot. You take off your right boot. Switch them. You put on his right boot. You put on his left boot.
You better do what she says. Last time she got really angry, she ate the man's shoes.
Pick up that can.
Going to make two of them wear reverse shoes? That's a
Yes.
little odd. Okay.
I'm starting to feel like you guys are exploiting a power dynamic.
I will just put my hand on.
There's no power dynamic. She's irrational. She makes poor decisions and she'll eat you.
I don't perfectly. I don't really feel like stopping whatever she does. She kind of scares me a little bit sometimes.
You should have seen what she did to that table. She ate it.
It was a bar, and she cleaved it nearly in half.
She ate the table.
One of them is gonna turn to the other. Dude, just give me your fucking shoe if it'll shut him up.
Annoy them into submission.
If it'll shut these psychos up, just give me the damn shoe, whatever.
You have to break them down in multiple ways. This is how you truly break a person.
Psychological damage.
Look, Edma is very, very knowledgeable at warfare, psychological and physical.
You know,
I know a man
Like
who's very good at
Nemo.
psychological warfare.
what I'm actually hearing is there just be 3 more dead bodies.
Want a meme?
I am mildly worried Edma might
It's the
become.
meme.
You're an important NPC. Do what I say or I'll kill you.
Oh, she's so
It's the meme.
There is mild concern.
Meme. Meme.
They will switch the shoes as requested and be like, satisfied? Can we go now?
Please.
Go.
Please.
God.
This is getting tiring.
Yep, go. Goodbye. Thank you for your
We're
barely
done here.
assistance, except for the digging. That was good job. Good job.
Uh-huh.
Hope to see you never again. Goodbye.
Yeah, the feeling's mutual.
We're totally gonna see those guys again. Okay, Edma, you don't be a sociopath, okay?
Okay. Onward we march.
All right. So, you guys are traveling down the road again, and now you all start to hear the rumblings of thunder in the distance.
Maybe Yargoth has been waking up from nap.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Well, I don't particularly like the sound of that.
I heard
Oh,
that.
guys.
It's been constant and localized and not moving.
Well, maybe it's just, Davi is going to finally get to talk to the cloud that did zippy zap him,
Honestly, I'm not going to say it's impossible.
Dovey, is that
I'd
some
say-
kind of storm giant puberty you're going through or something? It's really concerning me.
Yargoth did not say anything.
Like a
about
lot.
this. I just got struck by lightning 3 times, It's no big
That's
deal.
a lot.
No.
Like a lot,
If I
a
get
lot.
struck by lightning a 4th time, then it's a lot.
Wait, how many times were we struck by lightning up on the mountain?
Well, twice, and then the 3rd time would be
In
when
my
I was-
backyard, yes.
Yes, in your backyard. Yep.
Sure.
It's not that
I think
much
you're going
fun.
through some kind of storm giant puberty.
Why?
That this just seems like that kind of thing.
Storm giant.
One giant puberty is just getting repeatedly struck by lightning.
Yeah.
I think
Well, son, you're a man now. Oh, that. Like what questions? Son, you're a man now. Well, that's great, Dad. What's gonna happen? You're gonna get struck by lightning repeatedly for an entire year. What?
As you do.
As you do.
What type
we
of
all
question
have to
should I be
explain.
asking? Instead of going to teach me how to become a man, am I finally going to know why I'm supposed to care about ladies? But not like the normal way, like the way that everyone else does, like the guy goes up. It's not.
to talk about the thunder and lightning.
Well, there's this one guy, like, usually when I go up to a lady, I say, "Hi, lady, how are you doing? How's your day
Your
going?"
version of the birds and the bees?
But there was this one guy I saw in my travels in this town. He went up to her and he said it like this. He said, "Hey, baby." And he's gonna mimic that voice.
Never speak like that
I've never
again.
used that voice.
Oh, I don't want to use it. It makes me feel dirty. I don't know why though.
Hey.
As it should, as it should.
Clem, you are listening to this. Just go on in the cart behind you. Cedric is just stuck back there with this.
See, and storm cloud and thunder really loves each other. They come crashing down into the earth and create a spark of life with fire.
Well, that sounds really intense and cool, but what is love?
I'm not gonna say it.
Electricity charges things and it makes things go, and love is like that. It drives you to do
Edma!
Oh,
And
well,
sometimes that's very fast and starting fire.
so I should light all of you on fire to show you how much I
No.
love you?
No.
That's a different kind of love.
But that's what you told me to do, Edward. I just want to make you happy.
Oh, like electricity. Did I unplug myself?
You did unplug yourself.
Yeah.
That's on you, boo. There you go. If you want me to do more, okay. I would try this, I suppose.
Hey, Clem, you want to know something interesting?
What?
As this is going on, Zeshi, you're gonna see this. How much it registers is completely up to Tyler.
Alright.
The two of you up front, off in the distance, you don't see much. It's small and on the horizon, but you do see what looks like a mixture of purple and black clouds up in the sky. And there appears to be a building on top of it. Not the flickering building, this is a different one.
Can I see this?
Not at the moment, as you're explaining to Edma the thunder and the lightning.
Yo, are we going on about the plot of Thor, Love and Thunder? Have we just exposed it?
What exactly is that?
When big burly men fall in love with burly women, they have burly children.
Is that she's just gonna start humming a song that sounds suspiciously like the song Castle in the Sky?
Woman after my own heart.
That's your reaction.
I'm gonna lean back, in like head angled towards the back of the cart. Davi, do storm giants live in thunderclouds in the sky sometimes?
Yargraf mentioned some stories like that, but it depends on the giant. You see,
could you maybe come and take a look out there and see what I'm seeing right now? And Deji, I think she's humming something weird though.
Yeah, I'll take a look and just kind of see it and go.
Vaguely eastern.
Is that where love is? Is that the love castle? We should go there and find out if there's any love.
No!
Why not?
Mm-mm.
I think that's a very different campaign.
No.
The Love Castle, good lord.
The Love Castle?
That does sound interesting.
Davi, they were talking
Hands
about
down love
sex.
castle for prosperity.
Oh my god.
RJ just names one of the brothels the Love Castle.
Oh god.
The Love Castle.
Welcome to the Love Castle.
Welcome to the love
Down to
castle.
the Love Dungeon.
Yes, welcome. If you.
I'm up any way you want.
Do you want to go to the dungeon or the VIP suite?
Now, the amount of rope you can use, we charge about $10 per foot.
All right. Let's not feed him all the good lines. He's got to come up with someone, is it? Or me. Look, I'm not saying I'm not using the...
Bold of you to assume
We'll see who
you
gets...
come up with that shit on the fly.
Oh yeah, you think RJ plans anything out? There's like a drawing of a little turd and he makes everything from there.
You want to know my secret? My Kung Fu Panda, my GM notes, it's blank.
Hey, man, all I'm saying is you don't got to give him freebies, even if he does make shit up on the fly. Anyway, Davi, those don't look like any clouds you've ever seen.
Maybe those aren't the giant love clouds that Edmo was talking about.
I will take
Good
a look
lord, I hope it
outside.
isn't.
You will...
I'm gonna yell up at the clouds. Hey! Do you have any love up in those clouds?
I'm gonna start drawing what it looks like,
Try it.
Birdie
just to
on
have a
the
record
cloud.
of it.
Okay.
Savior yells at wind.
Local bird yells at clouds.
Local bird yells at clouds, searching for love.
So what do these clouds look like?
Reddish purple. They're moving. They're constantly moving, actually. Not erratically, but, you know, most clouds almost like they constantly swirling around. And you believe, again, this is on the horizon line, but there is definitely a building sitting on. All I see is Phoebe just
How many
made
times
a
do I have to
hand
tell you?
gesture and then cat.
How many times do I have to tell you you cannot have my sandwich?
That wants your
No.
sandwich.
Yes, he does.
Give me your sandwich, mother.
No.
Mother, I crave ham.
Mother, I crave mint sandwich.
No, that's a different cat.
Yeah, this is Nemo that's being a fucking goblin. Moon and Lola are... Well, Lola's playing with something. I don't know where Moon is. Still just sketching the thing.
Okay.
But I make a history check to see if Jor had ever mentioned anything about castles in the sky and legends or teaching growing up.
Sure, make me a history check.
Mm-hmm. 16.
16. You don't remember any stories of castles in the sky. You remember the occasional feeling of gods lazing about in the clouds above, watching people run about, but you don't remember anything about castles or buildings. At least not that Jor mentioned.
Growing up, I heard of gods up in the clouds, but not castles. Well, not much input there.
Do the gods not need somewhere to live?
I was young, I didn't ask.
Yeah, just young Edma. Master, this is very interesting, but when do we sword?
My news.
This is very interesting and all, but when do we get to the sword part?
When? Just like any teenager, when do I get to learn the cool sword? That's merely my headcanon. Obviously, it is up to Alice how it actually happened. That is merely just what popped into my head.
Is the clouds high up? Are they by mountain?
They don't seem to be by a mountain. As you get further and further along, on that same horizon, the silhouette of a city does begin to come as well, under said clouds.
So are there buildings poking out of the clouds?
There is a single building atop the clouds, which seem to be sitting over a city.
Oh, okay. So there's the city and then the clouds.
There's the city, and then like it looks like the clouds are all swirling above them with the singular building. Are you cat summoning? She is cat summoning. Okay.
I was confused for a moment. I was like, I don't know what to be.
Also at this point, you can see some of the clouds begin to light up with lightning as those sounds continue to grow ever so slightly louder as you drive closer and closer.
Wait, you said the clouds were purplish, right?
Reddish purple, yeah.
Reddish purple. This probably has something to do with the magic going wild.
Likely. Not much we can do about it at the moment other than keep record of it and move on. We don't particularly have a means of getting up there.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Alright. And over the next few hours, you get closer and closer to this city, and it is certain that this storm, is high over the city.
Virgil, get the fuck out of here!
No, there's no tree.
There's no tree.
There's no tree, and let's be honest, he's not the storm that is here.
He's the storm, right? He's the storm.
It's approaching.
This is what it's a purpose.
Precisely. The tree is in a later part. I mean, what? Off in the distance, you hear the squeak of a plastic chair.
If
And a
you
cracking
want it,
monster.
then you'll have to take it.
You'll have to take it.
But you knew that already, didn't you?
Who's the deadbeat? The dead weight, I mean.
Dual cats.
Who's the
dead
dead
weight?
weight?
Yeah, who would be the dead weight?
I mean, obviously Cedric.
Obviously.
Touche.
Touche.
Alright. Your cart does finally reach the city limits, and entering in, there are people bustling about. However, most of the people passing by, you notice, are either all carrying some form of umbrella, constantly look up at the clouds of.
I'm gonna get out of the cart and approach one of the people with the umbrella and go, "What's with the thingy that you're using to cover your face?"
What?
The thingy. What's with that?
The umbrella?
Yeah, the umbrella.
The well, it's to keep the rain off, obviously.
What's rain? There's no rain.
Yeah, not yet.
Why?
To
Is
just
there-
find cover before it comes back.
What type of rain?
Good luck telling anyone these days. Anything but normal rain.
Is it pain rain? Does it rain pain here?
It did yesterday.
Oh, so the pain falls mainly on the plain in Spain?
What?
What were half of those words, Dobby? They don't exist. What is a plane?
Well,
What's
planes
a
What do you-
plane?
planes are alternate,
What?
alternate areas of existence, right? Like the Shadowfell, the Feywild, all that stuff.
Or a field, you idiots!
What's a Spain? What is a Spain?
Look, young man.
Giant.
What?
Giant.
Refers to himself as a giant. Don't ask.
Okay, young giant. Sure.
Oh, I'm so glad that you noticed.
Wonderful. Look, if I were you and your friends, I'd have that wagon or get inside a building soon, because you never really know. And as he talks, another thunderclap strikes.
Oh, by the way, I have a question for you. Is there love up there?
Yeah, right. And he's gonna look up and scurry off and be like, "Oh, nope, not again."
Yep. Okay, well, there's no love up there, guys. Sorry, Edma.
You didn't understand anything.
I understood enough.
Yeah.
You see, when when the big lightning bolt and the small lightning bolt come together and they smooch, and this one says, "I'll be big spoon,
Davy,
and
stop.
you'll be little spoon."
Davy.
As you're all talking,
Okay.
rain begins to fall, and you notice as it hits buildings and starts hitting the ground, these droplets of rain strike the ground and then puff into fireballs about a foot across.
We should probably.
Oh
get inside.
God.
And everyone that wasn't in a building around you guys immediately just start.
Building?
Yeah.
Building? Anyone?
Building? Building.
Davi, you were outside, and the two drivers are also outside. Could you three make me a quick dexterity saving throw, please?
Do I get advantage on that?
You do see
horse might
things,
die.
yes.
Yeah. Do we want to?
I'm summoning Lucky inside.
Do we want to get the cart out of here?
Yeah.
Nah.
Want that security with the security?
Allow me to
We didn't rent a pop.
Oh
we didn't
no, we
rent
didn't.
a car.
Found
We
us.
we found it. That's right.
allow me to make a roll for luck. Oh dear.
I'm tired.
I got a 22.
Okay, so Lucky got a nat 1.
Somebody
There
save the
goes
puppo.
our dog.
Somebody save the puppo.
Can I get him to roll again by helping him inside the cart?
Gonna say-
Perform the help action on Lucky.
You, and you will remember me.
Not this time because no one was quite sure what was happening.
Okay.
What happens to the dog?
So
Yo, are we John Wicking the dog?
falls down.
We're trying to specifically not John Wick the dog.
I don't know what you're talking about. I agree to not.
Boops him on the butt, and the fireball expands. He yelps and immediately just hops up into the cart.
I'll heal him.
The burn doesn't look too bad.
I'll still heal him.
Okay.
Do a
And
healing word.
Emerald rolls. I heard RJ's.
Yeah, I got a 22.
Yeah.
Who else? Me?
No, sorry. You and Zeshi. The other two who are outside.
It's not to say I don't remember getting out of the cart.
No, you didn't. That was a misspeak on my part.
What was it I was rolling again? I already forgot.
Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Okay.
He gets 4 HP back.
Nat 20 plus
That is
3.
how much he lost. Alright, and for you, Clem,
Huh?
your dex save.
I wasn't
Have you-
outside.
You were sitting on the front of the cart.
Oh, I
this
was
whole
sitting on
time.
the front. You needed a dex save? Gotcha.
Yes, one dex save, please.
Well, that's a nat 18.
Save, por favor.
So 21.
Rolling hot.
Rolling high.
You all are
indeed.
kind of able to dodge out of the way long enough to get at least some of the tarp up over you. Unless you're looking to abandon the cart and get straight to it.
I could
basically-
take the cart somewhere, try and get the horse at least safe.
Oh yeah, the horse.
Make the horse make a save.
I like
The
that
horse
the
is gonna
horse
die.
made it, but Lucky didn't.
God damn it.
That's what I'm thinking. But the horse does get not immediately, but extremely agitated, bouncing back and forth, and just starts going.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's fair.
Makes sense.
Try and direct it towards shelter.
And the cart with all of you in it, with some assistance from Clem and Zeshi, the horse does find... most of the buildings here are equipped with awnings out front, so the horse finds a spot between two of the awnings it can hide on. And just stops there on the main street.
Guess we might as well go inside from here.
The two buildings it is parked next to is, of course, the tavern, and there's a tailor stores. Up to you where you want to dive into.
Tavern first.
Tavern sounds good.
And as you guys are getting out of the cart under the awning, a few looking out the window, and one opens the door and is like, Jesus Christ, there's still people not. Get in here, get in here. Loony bunch of adventurers every time. And as you all file into the fairly crowded tavern, the door shuts behind you and the person goes back. Most people seem to be in the same situation as you. They seem to be here to take shelter.
Okay.
They don't look terribly settled in.
I'm gonna go up to the guy
Live
who
Yeah.
yeah, the guy who told us to get in. So you guys have this happen often?
He just kind of leans his head on his hand. A few times a day.
A few times
What's
a
up
day.
with
That
the,
sounds awful.
What's up with the castle up on top of those, or not castle, building, whatever it is, up on top of the clouds?
Oh, the temple? Yeah, that's, Huh?
Does that have to do with the sky god?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Well, I picked up some information. I knew you guys were religious and had a temple.
I told you the sky gods would probably have somewhere to live.
Ooh, what kind of sky god is it? Is it the sky god of love?
An angry one, apparently.
It's because she doesn't have enough love.
Look, I'll be honest, nobody's worshipped at that temple since I've been here. And I've lived here a good 15 years. The temple's really more of a historical monument, as far as I'm aware.
How does anyone get up to
Here's
it?
the temple.
Well, okay, so it wasn't always up there. It used to be near the middle of town, or the city. No one's actually sure how that happened. Legit. God, I remember it because I was in town. This storm just formed. Like, swear to Christ, it came in like a goddamn tsunami.
Okay, so very important question.
And
On a scale of 1 to Cedric, which one of us is the most handsome and then possibly has a chance of winning a sky god?
Buffy, it's not a temple of love.
Oh, that's what they want you to think.
Davi, not everything is a conspiracy theory.
Torval, you what, mate?
So,
I said, you fucking what?
You want to talk
Trying
to
to
Bosco about
out-conspiracy me.
so you
conspiracies?
told us that the storm formed. How did the castle get in the storm?
I'm just gonna say it. You guys look like you hear crazy shit all the time. It got blown up there. There's a giant wind pillar where the castle, temple, it's not a castle, used to be, and it just kind of took the temple.
Who is the temple for?
And you take my moon, and you take the moon.
And he just kind of looks over to some of the people around him. What was the name of that old sky god? To be a big the historical temple, and one of them's like, what, that old thing? It's a historical monument. There's no god there. No, but that's what it used to be, right? And someone's like, I think that's a tourist story. Nah, it's a wives' tale. And
Is
one
there a
guy,
library in this town?
one guy, plastered drunk, right as Edma says that, just lifts his head up and goes, the god is a chipmunk.
Pardon the fuck?
And his head slams back down on the desk, and one of them says, what? Yeah, there's a library. I'd wait this out if I were you.
How can you have a whole temple in your town for God knows how long and not even know who it's for?
It hasn't been in use. Like, it's been a historical relic since I moved here, since most people moved here. Nobody's like I said, there's chapels here that actually see use. There's a temple to Saloon down the road. But, nobody's actively worshipped at that other temple for decades. I guess people just kind of forgot.
Okay. We will do. How long do these storms usually last?
They vary. 5 minutes. The longest one was an hour, but thankfully that one was Fireball City. Yeah, that's something you should know about this. These storms are not all this. They just...
Please tell me it has actually rained cats and dogs at one point. That would be kind of hilarious.
It would be very messy. It has not rained anything living yet, but... I wouldn't count it out in the... Rain
We were
seems
told
to
it rained pain yesterday.
I think that was a colorful metaphor based on what Davi was saying.
Probably, yeah, we had another fireball storm yesterday, or whatever you want to call this.
Oh. Mini fireball storm?
Mini, I suppose, yeah, that would do, yeah. But sometimes it's... sometimes it's harmless. One time, all the rain did was make, notes, music notes as it hit the ground, and that was... The next day, this shit can happen.
It happened once per day.
It's multiple times, he said.
It can happen, and it happens at least once a day. The most I've ever seen it happen since this thing formed was 10 times.
Oh,
Sounds terrifying.
It is,
And
That is why we had to rapidly build all these awnings, and nobody goes outside or stays outside for very long.
And you've been dealing with this for how long?
Long enough.
Long enough. Your friend is right, long enough. But also, if you want an exact thing, about a month now.
Oh!
It sucks.
Oh god.
Yeah, no, it's not great.
Do you mind if we took a look at this for you? I mean, we've been dealing with some other various wild magic issues.
Once the current outburst ends.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, no,
of
don't go
course,
out. But listen,
yeah.
if you all would like to try to solve this problem, no one around here is gonna complain. Like, don't do something stupid for our sake. But also, like, if you want to solve it, we wouldn't say no. We wouldn't say no.
I mean, we fought a magical boiler creature after getting stuck in a casino that was on a time dilation.
You found a
couldn't
tree
leave.
in Crystal Forest.
A crystal tree with a living person entwined with it.
Magic is basically going crazy out there, so this is kind of par for the course.
We've been
Yeah,
able
it's a
to
kind of
solve
fun effect.
all of those problems so far. Why not this one?
Look, hey, you guys sound like experts then. So that this, if anyone has a chance of,
I would not say experts per se, but
okay,
Oh,
well,
stop humbling yourself. I think we're the only people actually solving these.
Dobby's going to woo a god!
Davi, this is nothing to do with
You're
love.
to get smited.
Stickbird, you know
No,
what to do.
smited with love, Edma!
No, smited with lightning. Wrong L word.
That sounds like love to me!
I'm going to grab Stickbird and just like slowly raise him into Davi's field of view.
If you're using it like a fucking exorcist uses their fucking
the
crotch.
power of reason compels you. The power of reason compels you.
The power of Stickbird compels you.
Stickbird's going to. So you're gonna slowly raise Stickbird, and Stickbird is like, my hand is going to magnetize to him and pull him forward. Oh, hey Stickbird, how are you doing? Tavi, getting struck by lightning is not love. What the hell with you, Stickbird? Yes, it is. Love is whatever I want it to be. Okay, I'm going to hit you now. What? Ow!
Davi, Davi, do you love it when you get struck by lightning?
What? No, I don't. I don't.
Why
like
would you
it.
consider it
It's
love?
Terrible. It makes me feel warm and fuzzy and complete inside. I absolutely hate it.
Wait, that's what love feels like.
I'm so confused.
So are the people watching all this. This is friends.
Yes, he's always like this, don't ask.
You're such a confused child.
We've been talking to a bartender, right?
From the
We've been
back, like to the point where you don't even see who shout this, but you can all. He should kiss the stick guy.
Oh god.
And Stickbird will
no.
turn and just slowly, like, hand pan to whoever said that, and like lift himself up.
You poor.
I live higher than all of you ruffians. I will not fall to peer pressure. Now, back to what I was doing. Back, Duffy. Ow! Ow! Stop!
RJ.
Hitting him.
RJ, I swear to fucking God, if you ask me for a Stickbird X Davi
No, let's not
Dojin,
even
I
go there.
will
Let's end that.
burn something in your house.
The only one I want is Spider for X Gerald.
No.
Nip it in the bud.
So we've been talking to a bartender from tonight.
Yes,
What have we
Spider
been
Rex,
talking?
No, you're just talking to one of the patrons who seems to be
Quinn.
ducking and covering.
Okay. So how
I
long
will
have you
fight
been
you.
here?
What was that, Alice?
How long have you been here? Living in this town? You said you moved here.
I've lived here 15 years.
Well, this must
kind
have
of
been the
people do you
most
tend to see
interesting
come
month of
through
your
here?
15 years of life. Here.
Sorry, what was that, Clem?
This must have been the most interesting month out of your 15 years of life here.
Yes, that is true. For people, a lot of people come to Lavinia, merchants, mercenaries.
You seen many Leona?
Leon.
Looks like me.
On occasion?
Have you seen a big black one? Possibly named Dono, trying to intimidate people.
I can't say that I have, but I also don't see every person that.
You're
I can't
fine, I
promise.
just figured I'd ask while I'm here.
No, trust me, that makes sense. Everyone, make conversation while you can. We're all stuck in here.
Yeah, can't do much with the fire.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. Also, which one of you guys is Cedric? Is one of you guys Cedric?
Who is asking?
I am, because your little friend sent something about on a scale of 1 to...
Oh.
Something about handsomeness? I'm confused by
I don't
that statement.
know.
Am I supposed to know who Cedric is?
Haven't seen him in a
Davi's
while.
simping over Cedric.
Well, you see,
This
deep
is
down,
Sally.
you see, deep down inside, we're actually all Cedric because we're all very beautiful.
I'm sorry, it's
Davi.
because we're all going to die.
Davi,
That
Please
looks better.
stop.
he asked nicely. I was about to ask not as nicely.
Is that she's just gonna like monotonely just say, "My name is
My name is what?
Sally."
Sally.
You weren't even conscious for
His
that.
name
Yeah,
is
you see,
Robert
actually,
Pattinson.
it turns out that
His
we're
name
all
is-
actually named Sally except for me. I'm Sally with an H.
Sally with an E.
We're not all named Sally. What is your problem?
The problem is that he has one brain cell and Stickbird has it.
What? No, I have at least 3.
Three of them.
Stickbird only has sticks.
None you say, you little fuck.
The fuck you say about me?
The stick did you say about me?
What?
Well, you five might as well make
Space
yourselves
is
comfortable.
fine.
I don't know how long this one's gonna rage on for.
Hello.
Interesting way to phrase it.
Pardon?
The specifically saying how long it's going to rage on.
Yes?
Insight check.
Yeah.
Report.
Reading a bit.
That-
Since you're...
That fell into
I mean, Sally.
20 mod 20.
He is excessively confused and uncomfortable by what you're saying to him right now.
Never mind. There's when weird shit going on. Thought you might have been a cultist.
Cedric, I think
Wait,
we need
go
to have a
Sally
talk
with an
about
M.
your excessive distrust of people.
I'm just being cautious.
You just
You're
freaked out a
Cedric?
civilian.
You're Cedric.
No.
No,
Sally.
that's Sally with a K.
The guy's just gonna look to you, Davi, look to Cedric and be like, why is the scale from 1 to him?
Why not? He's
Thank-
handsome.
I am not comfortable with this the direction this.
Well, don't look at him like that. He has what is the word? Soft exterior. He's like an egg, and he breaks under pressure.
Davi, what the fuck are you talking
Taught
about?
you how to compliment.
You have nice eyes, Edma. I would love to
That
have
one's
them
an
for
actual
myself.
No!
Better than calling me an ox.
I mean, you're not.
You just
no,
threatened to take Edma's eyes!
Definitely.
Beautiful eyes.
You're definitely not an ox. You're probably a cat, I think.
Big cat, yes. Lay a
Very
Yeah.
big cat that might pull
Very
farming
much.
equipment.
Quinn, very much.
Oh god. I'm being surrounded on all sides. They're
Joker's
coming
to the
for
left
me.
of me. Joker's to the right of me.
If you're wondering where I am, I went to lay down on my couch because my side's not feeling so hot. Ow.
Oh, jeez.
I'm
Oh,
good.
thank God for wireless headphones.
Oh, fuck yeah, wireless headphones.
Fuck yeah,
Fuck
wireless.
yeah, now I can take a shit while playing D&D.
Yeah, you could. So, besides Davi's exploration into complimenting Edmund,
I mean,
What?
What did you say after that? All I heard was...
After Edma.
Besides, yeah, after Edma.
what are you guys up to?
I mean, basically waiting for this storm to stop so we can go check out the. I guess
Vibing for the mini
I'll
fireballs
head
to
closer,
go.
and you said this was
outta
a
here.
tavern, right?
Yeah, this is a tavern.
I'll head up to the barkeep.
All right. Despite the large number of people at the bar, the barkeep doesn't seem terribly busy and notices you walk up and struts over. Hey, how can I help you?
More for information, less for purchase. Is that a problem?
Hey, look, we're all trapped in here. You want to talk? Let's talk.
Sounds good. So, this town, what kind of people have you seen come through here?
Oh, plenty of people come through here. You looking for someone in particular?
Yes, a Leonin, about a head taller than me, my head, I mean, and black fur, named Dome.
Don't know about the name, but I've heard through the grapevine a guy matching that description. Passed through... What was it? 3 weeks ago? Didn't really spend much time around and really did not duck and cover when people told him to, apparently. In fact, I think he punched the guy who told him he should look for cover.
That's the guy. Did you hear anything on where he was heading?
Buddy of mine said he overheard the guy lecturing someone on look.
On what?
You cut out.
How did he phrase it?
Lecturing someone on what?
Oh, he hadn't said yet. Lecturing someone on how did he phrase it? A monument befitting someone of true strength or some haughty-taughty shit like that.
Now, I also heard there was a library in town. Where might I be able to find that?
So if you keep going down the road the way you came in,
Right down the road.
right down the road, can't miss it.
Can't miss it.
You're gonna see. Well, the first thing you're gonna see is the giant pillar of wind. Can't miss it. That used to be the old historic temple. There's a library pretty close to that. It's church to a saloon.
Thank you very much. Let me see. Is there anything else I need to know?
Certainly. Hey, quick question. That woman with the hair over her eye, is she with you?
Yes.
Is she okay? She looks like she's about to fall over where she's...
She probably just needs coffee, but we're trying not to give her any.
Does she need a different eye opener?
What have you got?
Fantasy Red Bull.
Fantasy U-Haul drink.
I do know how to make a fire
Fantasy
oyster.
5-hour
Just
energy.
refuse.
A what?
A fire oyster.
What is that?
Fire oyster is an old eye opener. What you do is you take hot sauce, sprinkle in some pepper flakes, a dash of vinegar, pinch of salt, and then you drop in the yolk of an egg. The egg sitting there kind of looks like an oyster, hence the name. And the fire, I don't
You
explain
didn't just
that.
drink that, did you? That's nitroglycerin.
Yeah, give me one of those.
Don't move.
You
Don't
got
do
it.
anything. Don't breathe. Pray.
And he'll step away, you know. You'll see-
Crap argument. That was. Can we? Holy crap! Where'd you pull that reference out of? Going full Atlantis here. Holy crap!
Just-
That was a
Look,
class.
everybody knows Atlantis, alright?
Are I did make a D&D character based on Vinny.
He did. Sorry, what were we saying, Tyler?
I said he did? I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vimos is based off of Vinny.
Vimos the Bomb Rogue.
Yep.
Wasn't that the first time I played Leslie?
I think so, yeah.
Yes.
At least with us.
And Quinn
Yes,
was
that
playing
was
a
the first
racist
time.
dwarf.
He was not.
Wait, he was
You racist dwarf.
God damn it.
He was
He
playing
was a
an
little
artificer.
racist.
Racist dwarf.
Yeah, no, that was back in Heart of the Lake.
Hmm?
Yep.
Vimos is an old player character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's one of my.
Fun fact.
He's a player character that I had for a one shot.
You'll come to find
Vimos, I
us.
think, was the first unofficial family member.
I think so. You'll come to find, Alice, between me, RJ, and Phoebe, we have a little too many character ideas, so a lot of them have to
Never
become
too many.
NPCs.
Take that back.
No, yeah, I
Blasphemy.
fully understand that. I just didn't know that Vimos had been an a PC from before that. I
Yeah,
also didn't
no,
know
Vimos
that.
has been a PC. He was.
So, same
He almost blew some people up just because
Same
there was
with
wrestling in the
Dove.
bushes.
Dove was as well.
Yeah, Dove was.
That was the
Carnival Mask.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Festival of
Yep.
Faces, that's what it was.
Festival of Faces.
Yeah, the
that's
mask
right.
she
that's
has
what
is
it's
from
called.
Festival of Faces. Ace is a former player.
Lasley was also in that.
Well, I knew Ace was a former character. That had been brought up.
So in about like 2 minutes, the guy comes back and just sets the glass down in front of you. Call it on the house.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see how it looks. I'll head over. Hey, Zeshi!
Yeah.
I got you some coffee. I'm gonna put it in your
Ask him
hand.
something afterwards.
I just put it right in your hand.
So she just like monotonously just takes it, downs it, blinks.
Zeshi, you blink for a second. You're like, weird. That doesn't taste like my throat is on fire. Oh, like your sinuses just slam open.
This is not the coffee I know.
She just like just like starts sweating. Just turns to Edma. You lied to me.
I'm sorry. I knew you wouldn't take it if it wasn't coffee.
You lied to me.
Hey,
Zeshi will remember this.
I have so I had something.
Ethan,
Yes.
can I guess in my own Davi way, I need to find the prettiest person in here.
Oh my god.
So, I do need to ask, what are Davi's beauty standards? Like, what is he looking for?
Can lift many tables. Can lift big boulders.
So stacked like pancakes.
Can you
That
lift...
doesn't make sense because you've been simping for Cedric this whole time and he is not that.
I have
Yeah,
an
if
18
anything,
strength.
Edma's more of
Thank
that.
you. I have the highest strength in
Can-
I'm not saying
Can-
you're not
can lift
strong.
many
I'm just
boulders
saying
and
you're a little
possibly
more.
might be aloof.
Come on, like, okay, Quinn, it's not that Cedric's not strong, but you got a bit of a Luffy thing going on.
Sure.
Strong as you are.
Okay.
Yeah, like, you're strong, you're just not big and muscly.
That's fair.
Edma is
You're
big
not a
fuck.
fucking.
What are you
bear.
looking for? Cedric, but stronger.
Cedric, but with, like, Edma's body type.
And maybe not dead.
I did.
Take her get.
I did want to ask the bartender a question as well.
So, to answer your question, Davi, yes, there is a fairly muscular-looking elf down near the end of the bar, and yes, Quinn, you may approach the bartender.
Alright, I'm gonna go talk to him.
Okay.
It's a female.
Okay.
Were you looking for a male?
No, it just doesn't. If it was a man or a woman, it doesn't matter.
Gotcha.
They just have to be what Davi thinks is pretty.
Alright, so while he's scuttling over there,
Is there anywhere in town or anyone who would be an expert on rumors of the arcane nature of where rare magical items may be located, that sort of thing?
library would be a decent place to check. I can't promise they have exactly. The people in the church... In fact, they just... Somebody came from out of town to help the church. I don't know if they're a priest themselves, but if they're a traveler, they might know. The church.
This would specifically be very difficult to come by items.
Who? Well, you could check with the. For history, you could check with the Cadister family. They're kind of the big historians. Again, I can't promise they know about what you're. But if anyone knows magic and history around here, it's the.
I figure it's easier for me to get this information than having the small one ask questions in his usual clumsy way.
You mean the one talking to the elf over there?
That's the one.
Wait, what?
I'm getting leads on your fucking belt.
Davi, you approach the elf.
Alright, so
What do you do?
I'm gonna kind of walk over to her. I'm assuming she's like way fucking taller than me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not like Edma tall, but she's significantly taller than you.
Is she sitting at the bar?
She's sitting at the bar. If you had to take a guess, she's probably 4.
She's probably what?
6'4".
Okay, I'm going to climb up on the bar stool next to her, and just kind of like you know the cat, just like the meme of the cat putting its hands on the table.
Are you talking about Bongo Cat?
Yeah, just
yeah.
And I'm just gonna look over at her and go, "Hi, you're very pretty, and I require your advice on something."
She's just gonna look down. Alright, what do you need?
I need to figure out how to woo a god. And I'm not joking, I'm actually serious, because I might have to do that and I want to be prepared for it. So seeing that you are most likely the prettiest person in here, you probably have advice for making pretty people, maybe even gods, affection you. Which I might need.
Well, the number one thing I can tell you is they have to like you as a person. You're not gonna get anywhere just off of strength or looks.
But I am not a person, I am a giant.
Giants are people. It's true.
Giants are people?
Giants are people too.
But I always thought giants were kind of like their own thing.
In terms of a race, yes, but the giants, they are people. We are all people, you know? And if you do not... if you're not compatible with the other people, now you can try to make compromises.
How does
Very
one
good way.
gauge this compatibility?
Typically, you must spend time with this person that you wish to woo. You must see how you get this feeling in the air, this chemistry, you know? It is,
You know,
you
sometimes...
feel it when you connect with someone.
Well, sometimes when I'm hanging out with my friend, Sally, I get this feeling in my stomach like I'm going to barf.
That is the feeling you're not looking for.
Oh,
That's a
okay.
bad sign.
I thought it might be the smell, but that's just me.
It's probably accurate.
Okay, well, thank you. I assume you have name, yes?
Don't all people?
Oh, I would like to be able to thank you properly.
Ethan,
Huh?
what I just posted
Here
is
are the
exactly
brilliant
all
mouth-
I'm thinking of right now. You're doing that accent.
No.
Well, you know, at least it's coming across. You know, sometimes you try to do an accent and you accidentally slip out of it and people... It comes across.
No, yeah, I caught the X.
I'll take it as a compliment.
It's a very good accent, yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I definitely don't practice at work. That'd be silly. Oh my god. My name's Cassie.
Oh, okay. Well, my name is Davi, and I am a son of giants.
Your poor mother.
I didn't know my mom. Well, actually, I didn't know my mom until about a couple of days ago, and now I have like 2 moms. Maybe 3, possibly. By the way, Cedric is not a very good mom.
Well, I'll have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, you definitely want to keep that in mind. If you ever meet somebody named Cedric, bad mother material.
Yeah, Edmund will start walking over towards Davi and this person.
Is Liliana with you?
Oh yeah, this is Edma.
Because she's walking over here and she does not look exactly, entertained.
She's...
Davi, are you bothering Patron?
No, I'm talking to this very strong, very beautiful person, asking them how to win the affections of gods, because clearly they know how to do it.
And Cassie's just gonna lean up to you, Edma. I'm just playing along. I don't know why he's trying to woo a god.
We all are. It's okay. Davi, as far as we know, there's no need to woo the god.
Well,
you probably just need some appraisal so that
Well,
he feels satisfied.
You always need to be prepared. It could happen, you know.
Hey, are you kill the god?
Well, all you had to do was ask Edma.
There's a lot of things to prepare for if you want to think of everything.
Well, I have to
Are you
prepare...
prepared for the birds that might shit on you on the way?
What birds?
In the sky?
The rich people?
I'm pretty sure you haven't even been here long enough to drink. How are you making so little sense?
Listen. You're just gonna kind of like motion her to come close. There's the world that you see, and the world that Davi sees, and the world that Stickport sees. Also, lightning has struck me 3 times right in the skull, and ever since then, my one eye is a little droopy, and the other eye kind of goes off in these directions when I'm not quite paying attention. But it's probably fine.
Darby, you may want to go see the clerics at the church about that. You don't sound well.
Oh, do those clerics know how to woo a god?
Clerics are experts in gods, yes.
Oh my god, they know how to... They
Maybe.
know how to god? Evan, why didn't you tell me this?
Because I was afraid this...
I'm gonna put this down as Clem has found the bar cat and is just
Acceptable, because there is a bar
We have
cat.
to go to these clerics and we have to ask them how to get this affection.
I have to head out.
Yeah,
Okay.
We're going to wrap up on that discussion. I thought that would be a good closing point, also given the time.
Yeah.
So that will wrap it for this week. Hope everyone enjoyed themselves.
Yes, I was just disappointed because I had a nice little outfit ready and then we went to places.
C'est la vie. There's next week.
There is next week, I'll just wear it again.
I'll try to be less sick for next.